Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales on Tap. And tonight marks the mid-season finale for Aerilon, A Destined Journey. I hope that everybody is doing well. We are scared shitless at the minute because we're not in a great place, are we, guys?
No.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
I have no idea what you mean.
Oh, I've yeah.
Everything's going according to plan.
So in the height of denial, we are joined by you guys. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. We hope that you've had a wonderful week and having a wonderful day so far. This marks the 25th episode of Aerilon, A Destined Journey, and this is the mid-season finale, because as of next week, we have something else planned. So, before we get into the D&D hijinks for the evening, we have some very important announcements to make. So tonight we're going to start with you, Han, please. So tell us about one of our sponsors.
So Awfully Queer Heroes are the masterminds behind wonderful modules, maps, spellbooks, subclasses, and more. They are catered towards neurodivergent and queer people, but everyone is free to enjoy. So make sure you go and head down in the dungeon and check out their drive-through RPG and Patreon links, which are there, and check out their content. They are incredible and we love them very much, so go support them.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Natalie, there are other sponsors that everybody needs to know about.
There are. If you find yourself in the market for TTRPG accessories, then head over to Down in the Dungeon. Head down to Down in the Dungeon and click on Valkyrie-RPG. They do all things TTRPG, so dice, terrain, lovely t-shirts. No one's sporting one today, but they're gorgeous, trust me. They do stuff for cosplay, they do stickers, they do pins, they do all the goodies, and they're amazing people. So go and support a lovely small business.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
And don't forget to use Tails10 at checkout, and you'll get an extra 10% off. I forgot that.
Excellent. No problem. Dan, we do have another sponsor, but you're not going to do your announcement quite yet because we have things planned for this evening, so you can just hold your horses and wait. Evan.
Yes, sir.
You've been busy recently, man. Tell us what's been happening in the world of social media.
I have. You know, guys, that I usually say that we have lots going on social media. And, you know, that's maybe me being too optimistic. But this time, it's fucking true. It is so true. I am I'm up to here with social stuff that's coming in the following week. And there's a very good reason for it, which you'll find out in a little bit.
Amazing. So, where do we find out more information about social medias?
You'll find all of that in the links down in the dungeon. There's every social media that you can think of. We are currently on it, so go and follow us.
Apart from Threads, because fuck Threads.
No, we're actually on there as well. I posted the other day.
Posted on Threads last night.
I am not on Threads because fuck Threads. Anyway, so that was a bit mysterious, and we kind of keep alluding to things that are happening in the future. But our man in the know about all things in the future is Chris. So
I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, do it. Why not?
I'm just going to tell you. I'm not going to bother with all this cryptic shit anymore. I'm sick of it.
Let's cut straight through the cryptic.
No longer a crypto bro.
During the break of this very episode, you are going to get a sneak preview at Aerilon, Sins of the Peacekeeper, which is our campaign that's going to be filling the space while Dan is rearing a child, which will be DM'd by me. You're going to see the intro for that, the break of this very episode. Stay tuned. And then next week, Aerilon, Sins of a Peacekeeper will begin. On Tuesday, the first episode of the new campaign will begin. Please make sure that you are here for that. Please make sure that you tell everyone about that and get them in. Starting fresh, new characters, new setting, sort of, and new adventures. So please be excited. Please join us. There is other stuff happening aside from on the off-stream world, though. Obviously, you can listen to our D&D games in a podcast form anywhere you listen to podcasts. We've got a bit of catching up to do there, but they will be coming soon. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, just search Tales on Tap. You'll find all of our podcasts, all of our episodes as podcasts, as well as some other stuff that's coming in the future, some more discussion-y podcast stuff. Lots of stuff happening there. Go follow. On YouTube, You may have seen just this past week we uploaded, or rather Dan uploaded, something slightly away from the norm. We're doing much more kind of tutorialized videos about Dungeons and Dragons. So if you've got friends who are maybe interested in this stuff but don't know where to start, that's going to be somewhere where you can direct to them. We've already got a basics video out there now. Dan's also recorded one about character creation. Please direct people to those videos if you want to get them into this hobby that we all love. Further afield out in the real world, we are going to be doing another convention this year. We were at UK Games Expo. There's going to be more videos coming on that on our YouTube channel soon. But we are going to be attending the Preston Gaming and Fantasy Con on the 28th of September. But we're not just going to be attending like we did at UK Games Expo. We're not just really going to be farting around, filming interviews and stuff like that and talking to people. We are going to be performing a live play D&D one-shot for a live audience for the first time.
Yep.
Which none of us are nervous about at all.
Oh, no, we're fine.
And it's going to be amazing. So if you can get yourself down there, if you can get yourself to Preston, please come along, watch us play in person, hang out with us, and all that lovely stuff.
Amazing. So yeah, lots to dissect there. So make sure, like Chris says, come and join us next week as normal because the new campaign kicks off. But as Evan said, there's lots of things happening on social media this week, so keep your eyes peeled because there might be some more sneak peeks coming this week. We have been making waves in the YouTube space over the last couple of weeks. We have been focusing a hell of a lot on our YouTube channel growth, and I'm very excited to say that over the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've grown by 1,000 subscribers in little over 3 weeks. We are determined to continue that growth pattern, and we want to kind of bring some more content to you guys, more about like Chris says, a little bit more tutorial stuff. We're going to do some reviews of some new systems that are coming out. There's going to be lots more happening on the YouTube space anyway. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. As always, you don't have to subscribe to come and watch us live on a Tuesday, but if you do wish to do that and you want to kind of support us, then there's a little purple button just underneath your screen. Click that and you get access to our emotes and channel badges and a little array of extra things as well. We are on the hunt to try and get our channel partnered essentially with YouTube, so that we can start obviously I mean, I'm going to get in this in front of more and more people, which is what we're trying to do. So if you can try and support us, we have hit the subscriber figure that we need. We just need the watch time hours increasing. So anything you can do to help us do that would be greatly appreciated. Send our playlists across to as many friends and family as you can and get it in front of as many people and try and help us get those watch time hours up.
Can I make a point on the whole YouTube thing? Because I feel like you've been a bit humble there, Dan. Yes, we've gained 1,000 subscribers, but at that point we started with 300 subscribers. We've more than quadrupled our subscriber count in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So, well done for that.
Yeah. So, without further ado, none of you need to roll a d20 this evening, because when we kick off with Aerilon, a Destined Journey after our little break here, I have something quite special planned, which is going to probably take me 6 months to do. But I'm going to do a kind of like a best bits recap of every single session to catch us up when we come back to this. So I don't need anybody to roll me a d20 tonight, because none of you will be recapping for us next time we play the session.
None of us will be alive.
That remains to be seen. But without further ado, let's get into tonight's session. So, for the final time that I'm going to get to say this for 6 months, if you haven't already, get yourselves comfortable, get yourselves relaxed, get all the refreshments you need, because we are about to jump into a very special mid-season finale, tonight's episode of Tales on Tap. Let's go.
Tales on Tap.
We've been on the run in the city of Windmere for a few weeks now. Each of us accused of crimes against the city, some wrongly, some less so. Our only hope of exoneration for a while seemed to be with Lord Gideon Malgrave and his pursuit of a drug production ring spreading a vile, violence-inducing product known as flux through the city. But hope can often be the evil twin of deception, and we have come to learn that those we hunt are in fact the very same people that put us to the task. We've been framed, used as scapegoats by Malgrave and his allies in order to achieve their higher aspirations, power, and control. Forced back into the shadows once more, the efforts of the City Watch and SBC renewed against us. We must resort to desperate measures. Virgil and our ally the Raven took up disguises in order to reach the upper city and parley with one of the city's head officials, a member of the council Malgrave is moving to usurp. What evidence we have gathered so far may prove there are malicious forces at work, but I fear it may not be enough to implicate Lord Gideon directly. Leanna and Pym went to seek allies amongst the gladiatorial fighters Leanna once called her peers. We certainly could use the muscle, but returning to those that once subjugated her opens Leanna up to no small amount of risk. However, she cannot be the only one among her number willing to fight for liberation. I pray Milani will see her and the rest of them through it. Kyria and I set off for the Artful Lodger, hoping Moore and Essen might help get the word out among the people of Malgrave's true intentions. No revolution or coup is possible without public support, and few have supported the public like them over the past century, apparently. Moore made no promises, but said she would do her best, and I believed her. Only thing left to do then was to find a place to gather our strength, and on Moore's recommendation, we headed to the Cloak and Dagger Tavern in the lower city, a dingy little hole in the wall, tucked away, inconspicuous and uninviting. Perfect. We made up some posters hinting at a gathering of Milani followers, hoping that some reside in the city and may answer the call. Kyria disguised themselves as a patron and slipped a note containing Milani's holy symbol into their cup as they left. What was only intended as a heads up to the governor ended up bearing more fruit than we had anticipated. The proprietor revealed to be a Millenite themselves, a brother in the ranks of the Blood Rose, a soldier of the Everbloom. I'll admit, to find a comrade this far away from home gave me a feeling I had pushed aside and yet long grasped for since I left on my hunt. A feeling of faith, hope, and resolve that thickened the air in the space between us. Was it her hand that guided me here? All seemed to be coming into place, but that feeling of having control over our destiny was soon cut short by an unexpected transmission from the Dread Sultan's fleet that loomed above. Hijacking Felicity Clearwater's broadcast, they laid bare the ruse of their arrival, made clear their intention to conquer the city, and laid the blame of their machinations at the feet of the city's own council. Now, more than ever, the people of Windmere must be shown the truth, not only to secure our freedom, but to protect theirs. And so, we have reached the part of this game where we must make our final moves. The fuse is lit. Let the fireworks begin.
Nicely done!
Excellent. Excellent. Very, very good. So, as Chris has alluded to, the board is set, the pieces are in play, and for what is the final time for the next 6 months, the game is ready. Will our would-be heroes conquer this ever-present danger, or will it all be naught? We'll find out. where we pick up tonight's session. Oh God, wrong time. Wrong one. I got it. It's been a couple of weeks, guys.
Oh, don't worry.
It's been a couple of weeks.
If you want to just keep delaying this, it's fine.
You all find.
Oh,
Natalie's gone.
we've had an internet drop.
Okay.
Continue.
So, well, I will now that Natalie's not here, and I'll tell you all what you gain. So, because you guys are heading into the mid-season finale, and because I love you all, I'm going to grant you all an additional hero point.
Thank you.
I don't know if that changes much, but you can have an extra hero point each. So, where we kick off tonight, you all gather within the grove, within the high city. Thalia is nowhere to be seen, but you are all here. You all gather. Kyria and Edivir, you are the last two to arrive. Pim and Liana, you arrived about 10 minutes prior. And Virgil, they are the first to arrive to you. But we pick up tonight's session with you all gathered in this space.
Pim's just running around giving everybody a hug. Just checking if everybody's okay. Everyone all right?
Well, I mean, as well as can be, given the situation. Are you guys all right? You look a bit roughed up. How'd it go?
Not as planned. Unfortunately.
Well, you did what you could, but...
Kira, we're so sorry. We have no connection to the Raven now.
What do you mean? We have the card.
It
We
was
don't.
my fault.
No, it's our fault. It's not
No,
just your
it's
fault.
my fault. I lost the card.
You lost
I
more
lost
than that by the
everything.
looks of things.
You see that she is barely holding it together. And yeah, she looks all kinds of messed up. They took everything.
What about you,
Cards,
Virgil?
The potion.
How'd it go?
And sort of, you can see Virgil kind of stood just staring at your nail in mouth, kind of just biting down, sort of in thought, but clearly still listening to some pressing. Yes, Garrick Blackthorn is your typical middle congressman, doesn't wish to put any kind of danger to his name or his reputation. He's a bloody bureaucrat. I gave him as much information as I could, said it came from fairly reliable sources, and without the prisoner or Malgraves' head still talking on a silver platter, he is unlikely to do anything to help us. We need more.
Okay.
The Raven has gone to scout out Malgraves' house. That is the last I knew. That is the last place I knew he was going to.
And he's still coming back here because that was the rendezvous point. We all said to come back here.
If
All of
he
us.
is not, we have no way of contacting him. He is a fine and well-versed person in getting out of situations, but things have changed. It's not just Windmere anymore. This is an incursion that we are staring down.
Things changed, but nothing really has changed. We still have the plan. We still have a way of executing it. We just need to adjust and adapt.
Yes. While we were on the way back, Malgrave said that... Not Malgrave. Well, it's the person I'm thinking of. Freudian slip. Very good philosopher. If I get the time after this, I'll read you about it. Point is, the Raven said to me that if we can catch Malgrave while he is on his premature victory tour, and I can entrap him in a spell I have been concocting, or at least thinking about, I can perhaps force him to not be able to lie willingly. I can make him tell the truth, or at least I can force him to not lie, which means he will be stuck.
Well, I could potentially help with that as well. I don't. Does this affect other people or?
It's everyone within a From what I remember reading, it's about 15 feet. It's a circle, so anyone within it is bound by the power of the circle to not lie.
Well, if I went in it and I tapped into Malgrave's mind, I could just regurgitate the thoughts that he's thinking as well. Because I would still have to say the truth, right?
Essentially, you couldn't go alone, though. I'd have to be close.
Well, you'd have to be close to cast the spell anyway.
But if we can catch him on stage in front of people.
During the broadcast,
Hmm.
the announcement before the Admiral took over, Clearwater was saying that Malgrave is holding an event and then some kind of announcement tomorrow, publicly. So we corner him there. We... Look. This is about more than us now. If Malgrave's a linchpin in whatever the Sultan's got planned, then exposing him might not just save us. It could save everyone.
Okay, but we don't need more evidence for that. Even if we get him to confess, who's to trust that this spell is actually working?
You're right.
That's true.
We need more. Something solid. Something that they can trace back to him directly. And
So I
if
have
Malgrave's
a stupid idea. But in light of recent events, and I look at Liana, knowing fully well that she knows what I did, maybe it's just the best idea on the table.
Wow,
What is it, Pim?
If Malgrave's going on his victory tour, what if we just crash his house?
I mean,
I like it.
The Dragon's Hoard is always below it, so if he leaves his cave, we can start rooting through his treasures.
I mean, we're up against the wall either way, right?
An ego like Malgrave's, he'll bring his best with him, especially if he's walking among his lessers.
You've already scouted the house once, right?
I've seen it.
Do you
We've all
remember
been in there,
anything?
Well, there was definitely patrols.
Okay.
And they're
reckon-
still ever present as you hear a voice behind you as Finian kind of steps through the tree.
Oh, thank the gods.
Okay, you're fine. We're fine. We're all here. It's all fine.
Well, how did it go? Are we all alright?
Mixed bag.
Varying degrees of success.
Oh, you two don't look great. As he kind of looks towards Liana and Pim. You
I
alright?
spit a little blood on the floor.
I spill a bit more.
So, where are we at? Come on.
Who wants to go first? We
Well-
managed to go on.
Yeah, we spoke with Moore. Essence in the hospital at the moment. She's okay. I think it's just the stress of everything. But Moore said that she'll try and reach out to as many people as she can, but she can't make any promises.
Druid
she
said the same.
Yeah, she doesn't want to ruin or jeopardize the position that her and Essen have carved for the past 100 years. So, it's understandable, but I think she's going to help in whatever way she can.
Right, okay. Well, things have taken a bit of a turn at Malgrave's place. Though he had plenty of guards patrolling, it seems that he now has a lot more than that. So when I was stood just scouting it out, whoever those people are above us from Solasta, there was a small ship that descended towards his manor, and about 15 to 20 guards departed that ship and are now situated there.
Visibly or within the sphere of illusion?
Well, they departed just outside of the manor and then went in. Once they went past a certain point, I couldn't see them again.
So the illusion's still up.
They could be there protecting the Sultan rather than Malgrave.
That's
Some
not...
kind of personal retinue or something.
That's not the only place that these fuckers set down. The Sky Shard Crystal, there is a contingent of around 50 men there.
We saw the chains.
Yeah. Whatever we're doing, we need to do it now. The city is on the brink of whatever is about to happen.
Is there any way that we can go back to the council, or at least to this Garrick guy, and just tell him that, we told you, so now that it's here.
The fact that there are clear signs of, well, surely someone else witnessed a Celesta ship coming and parking in Malgraves' grounds. Surely that is sign of a connection enough, right?
It's fucking treason, is what it is.
Has this incursion taken anywhere else apart from the Sky Shard Crystal? Have they congregated in any other important areas? Ones we could perhaps liberate or try and, I don't know, make our way towards to, undo strangleholds at key points?
They are not protecting many key points. From what I've seen, a ship went down towards the skyport, and I've just seen men and women just disperse. Armed soldiers just disperse throughout the city.
Take it from me. Attacking Celestan positions is only going to do one thing. It's going to redouble their efforts. It's going to make the situation worse. And it's not going to help anyone.
Is there any word of the Windmere forces enacting? Have they started to mobilize? Is there any sort of resistance coming to them?
I know as much as you do, all right? And I'm not staying here long. If we're moving, then I haven't had a chance to go and at least get word out to a few people I know in the city, so I'm going any minute now.
Well, we have one other thing. We managed to find potentially a place of sanctuary and a place of gathering for whoever we're able to. The Cloak and Dagger Tavern in the lower city. The proprietor is a fellow follower of Milani. He's from Moonshadow.
Well, from what I've heard and what I've seen, there's talk of Malgrave making a public address at the theatre in the High City later on this afternoon, early evening. So if you're talking about a place to gather, then that would be the place. Because if we're going to do anything...
Damn, he said in his announcement it would be tomorrow.
Well,
I
given
guess it's
the
changed.
announcements this afternoon, that seemingly has changed a few things. I don't think it's his decision to do so, which lends to the idea that he isn't actually the mastermind behind this at all.
No, I think he's the weakest link. I think he's simply a pawn that's being moved by the Dread Sultan right now. If we can get him to expose his secrets, then hopefully the rest of the tower comes falling down.
We can't...
If he is just a pawn, then it's... Taking him down is only going to cause minor ripples in their plans. They're already here. Their decision to send boots to the ground and to anchor the Sky Shard Crystal...
They must need him for something. They need a public face for this.
Yes,
They've accused the council of the flux epidemic when we know, or we are almost certain that it was Malgrave. If they're using him as the public face, as the conduit to the people of Windmere, then exposing him as the real cause of the flux epidemic will shatter that illusion.
That might turn the
It will
city in
restore
our
faith
favor.
in the council.
Yeah. Well, look, I might be some time, so I will find you. If you plan to go to where the theatre is, then I will meet you there later. But I have work to do.
If you're able to, get word to the proprietor of the Cloak and Dagger. I said we'd meet with them tomorrow, but clearly things have changed.
Right. Anyone else?
We have no card to contact you, Raven. So be careful.
What do you mean? You have no card? But I gave you the card.
I didn't lose it.
That's like a one-of-a-kind thing.
I didn't lose it. I'm as obsessed as you are. That was my special card, and it's been stolen. But they also seem to have gone through a lot, so I'm not being angry right now.
It was either that or our lives.
I mean,
It's
it
on the-
hasn't been destroyed. It's at House Galahad.
Things are just coming up us, right? I'll
Oh, it does.
It's
Look,
on the
just
list.
be safe, do what you need to do, and I'll see you guys later, all right? And I mean that, be safe. Losing your lives now before we've actually had a chance to do anything kind of goes against what we're doing here, right?
So you're going to meet us at the theatre.
Yeah, if we're doing anything, it needs to be now.
How
We
long
haven't-
are
we-
gonna have- Some of us need to rest.
Look,
I'm fine.
they said they said afternoon, early evening. You've got an hour, 2 hours, maybe.
Okay. It looks like we're going to put on a little bit of a show, doesn't it, everyone?
Okay.
Well, I'll speak to you later. Are you
Be safe, Minion.
See you later.
all right?
Be
And he kind
careful.
of like looks directly at you, Edivir, when he says this, and just goes, "You too," and turns and goes through. As he gets to the tree, Pim, you notice that he pauses, looks back over his shoulder in the general direction of Edivir. Kind of, the head drops a little bit, and then woof, through the tree.
I'm gonna, very comically scooch over to Edivir's side.
Mm-hmm.
So I want your head in the game now.
Always
So I'm
is.
just going to say this now. But one of two things. Either the Raven knows you in some way, or he has a crush on you. So just don't mess anything up.
Don't be stupid. Right, what are we doing? We need to make preparations now. You two need to rest. I don't care what you say, you look like shit.
I'm fine.
You're definitely not, sweetheart.
I'm from the
you.
countryside. I always look like shit.
At least take some time to tend to your wounds. We don't know how this is going to go. We need fighting fitness.
Okay.
What I really need is a weapon.
Okay,
We'll pick one up.
we can sort that.
We'll just steal something. It's fine.
You are a weapon.
That's true.
You can toss me.
Virgil, what preparations do you need to make?
I think I've been working on the spells I've got, and unless we stayed and did this for a long time, I wouldn't be able to undo what I've done. So what I have is what I have. I have what we need, plus a few other things. But that's as much as I can do right now.
If you have what we need, then you have what we need. Kyria?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I mean, yeah, I mainly work on the spot, so.
True.
Dan's reaction to me saying that.
Because that's worked out really well so far.
It has. Again, this is the whole Clovis thing, man. The things that go wrong, if they work, they work, all right? We're all still alive. It worked. All right. Well, there's not much else we can do but prepare.
So, right, so we need a weapon for Liana. We need to kind of scout out, ideally, get there before Malgrave has his event at the theatre. Just so we know what we're dealing with here. It might be worthwhile us arriving before everyone begins to arrive so we can take stock of the situation better.
Perhaps we should try and engage before everyone arrives. Create a scene that they walk into.
I disagree. I think in the throes of his speech is when we approach. That's my opinion.
Yeah, we want
Crowd-
the
when the
audience
crowd
to
is
be on our
fully-
side.
Fully locked in on everything that's going on stage. As many people there as possible.
Be helpful if we could find out who's coming as well. See who he's actually talking to. How many well-known faces and big people are there going to be there?
Well, there's one person that it would really help to be there. This Garrick he spoke about.
I could go back, but I'd have to go alone because I went under alias as it is, and I lied, and I took away the information that I was going to. I revealed the recipe book, the ledgers, all of the information we had, but I didn't leave it with him because I didn't want to get lost in the system. So if I just stride back now, saying, you best go to that theater tonight because something's going to happen. What if I don't come back and he gets suspicious? It's a government building.
All these bureaucrats have assistants. Just leave a note with them. Sign it by some moniker who'll recognise.
I did get on with the lovely one at the front desk, that is true. Okay.
While you guys come up with the plan, Pim, do you think Thalia could help us possibly with our injuries?
Maybe. I mean, we've asked so much already. But I guess it's worth a shot.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I think the situation calls for help. If she's going to be the same as she is now, given what's going on, I would question her allegiance, quite frankly, so...
I don't. There's a difference between giving us aid in form of a health potion and rallying an army. I'm
not asking her to rally an army, I'm asking her to help us while we're here.
She's done nothing but do that, though.
Under duress. She's not the nicest of people, is all I'm saying. But try. Apparently I'm the only one who sees it. Maybe just me. Maybe I'm the problem. Anyway.
Well, at least you're our problem.
Well, he said.
Unfortunately for all of you.
So, I'm going to go and look for Thalia with Pim.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Kiria, with a very serious face, goes and plonks themselves down with parchment and quill and is just scratching at stuff, basically almost looks like they're writing some kind of speech just in case. They're just writing a load down. They're just concentrating, tongue out, just in full concentration mode.
Okay. Everyone else?
Edivir is kind of standing crossed-armed, leaning against a tree, and just kind of looking at everyone quite intently, almost like in a way that you would look to sort of size someone up. He's taking stock of who he's got with him. He's focusing in on the mission ahead and just thinking about how he's going to try and keep all these people alive against these terrible odds. So he's sort of staring quite intently at everyone one by one as they look around, checking his equipment and stuff like that. He does wander over to Leanna at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Leanna's gone.
Well, we're all in the glade, aren't we? So.
Well, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're sort of with Talia or Talia's doing all that stuff. He's just actually no. He'll just do a silent sort of again bow his head and just sort of mutter to himself every now and then, looking up at people.
Okay. Virgil?
He's having a chat.
Watching everyone doing what they're doing, Virgil sort of finds a semi sort of spacious area not too far from everyone, lays the staff sort of flat in front of him and sort of takes a kneeled position in front of it. Taking hold of the symbol of the Ouroboros once again, he will sort of just hold it close and, Ilaria, if you are listening and you do intend to, or I intend to follow you, I don't know how this works, but I am in desperate need of your guidance and power, possibly. I need to keep my friends alive, and I need to make sure that this city is not thrown to the evils. So please, if you are listening, if you do, to people as new as I do, I need your guidance and I need your help. So, as your newest follower, help me, please. And then, sort of, in kind of like almost like meditation kind of, he places his hands together and then starts allowing the arcane energy to form circles, just circles in his hands, and he's basically running through the sacred geometric shapes he was taught by the Genasi that sort of make up everything. You just see sort of like a circle, and then the egg of life, the tree of life, and then just these very complex arcane shapes, just in pure magic, as he tries to just focus himself on the arcane itself and sort of become one with it.
Okay, so you're going to spend some time doing that.
Yeah.
Pim and Liana, you very quickly, after walking up to Thalia's house and knocking on the door, there is no answer. You have another quick walk around the glade. You come to realise that Thalia is not here.
Oh. You're muted.
There we go.
Well, it was a thought. Do you think there's anyone else here that could help us?
I don't know. She had a sister, the one who helped me, but I don't think she's even here.
Okay, that's fine. We should get back. I want to train some more with this club, so...
Okay. If the club doesn't work for you, I don't know if this will. And I'm just going to hand you my staff of flowers.
Oh, no. I think I would break that. You keep that.
Okay. Well.
But thank you. My
Thank
main
you for
concern
saving
isn't
my life.
actually the weapon. You saved mine as well. My main concern isn't my weapon, to be fair. I know I'm low. I've been hurt. And when I've been hurt before, wolf. And I'm afraid that might happen around people.
Don't worry. I got you.
Because wolf too?
To be honest, I don't even know. Maybe I'm a rat.
I think very small puppy wolf. And she kind of ruffles your hair. And she starts walking back towards where they are, and she finds herself a little bit away from them, but still with them in sight. And she's just going to take half hour. It's half hour or an hour to train.
It's an hour.
Right. Well.
So if you're training, you can't rest at the same time, so you wouldn't be able to roll hit points or roll hit die as part of your short rest.
Okay.
First guard we kill, you can pick up the.
So it's up to you. You can train with the club if you want, but if you do so, you wouldn't be able to short rest.
You see, as she starts to swing the weapon, and it kind of she swings it one way, and it just knocks her to the side. And she just sits down, cross-legged, and she just puts her back against a tree and just rests, giving up on the training. I think it might be better.
Pim's also going to take a short rest. He's going to just grab some leaves and flowers, take some of the rose flowers from his the rose bush that his mother made, and going to apply them to some wounds.
Okay.
As Liana sort of gives up on the training and settles down, Edibir does eventually sort of wander over and squat next to Liana. And he just holds out a hand.
I don't have anything.
Give me a hand.
Oh. And she puts her hand in his.
I'll say, Milani, Everbloom. Our foes lay ahead. They're poised to corrupt this place, to bring it under their control, and to oppress those that live here. This is Leanna, the one I told you about. She has friends that richly need your help, and ours. Leanna has done her best to do your work, and she has suffered for it. Please give her, I, and the rest of us the strength we need. And then he just kind of looks at you and just sort of lets go of your hand. That's how I do it.
I've never really talked to anyone that wasn't there before.
She's there.
Maybe she is there.
Doesn't talk back much, but if you look out for it, you can see she listens.
Sometimes the best friends are the ones that don't talk. And she kind of shoots a glance over to where Virgil's standing. But maybe others.
And at the same time, Eddie looks over at Kyria and sort of says, there was a time I might have agreed with you. Rest up.
Thank you.
I need you to have my back.
I need you to control me if I do wolf out.
Why would I want to do that? And I'll get up and walk off.
Sort of just towards the end of when everyone's coming to a rest and Leanna's been sat against a tree for a while, Virgil's is going to push himself up from the kneeled position, take his staff back up, sort of get a feeling for what magic feels like in more of a raw form and walk towards Leanna and sort of just standing kind of not awkwardly but sort of unsure of himself, like, darling, do you mind if I just try something on you quickly? I'm trying some things out. It's fine, don't worry. It's nothing, invasive.
You don't sound too sure of yourself.
I mean, it's
Which is a change for you.
Well, my magic changed. It's not coming from the same source it used to, so it's trying to figure it out. So it's a work in progress, but it'll be fine. I just want to do something. I think I have it down. I'm just thinking. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And he sort of starts going for it.
Okay.
And as he raises a hand, you see a circle appear in it, and then just a normal cross in the center, followed by a 6-pointed star. And as it kind of he forms this arcane symbol, it dissipates into just sort of a nice, gentleish blue glow on his hand. And as he places it against one of your outstretched legs, you watch as sort of the outlines of little arcane plasters start to come across your wounds, and then they fill in. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you at 2nd level.
Excellent.
Healer! Let's go!
Let's go.
Strange to have one of those in the party.
Just before... Okay, firstly, don't put your mouth so close to your mic, because nobody heard a word of that, Pim. Secondly, Virgil, do you want to wait to do that until after you've got a short rest, because you might burn a spell slot now, prior to you then rolling hit points afterwards? And you could use... Do you know what I mean?
So I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait for the short rest one, and then I'll do it.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Kind of...
So let's say then that you guys have spent an hour resting, so you get the short rest. So anything you guys gain as part of a short rest, you get back, and you do have the ability to roll some hit die. This is a hospitable environment, so any hit die you roll will be at 100%. Because this is a secret enclosed area, so you get 100% of the hit points that you roll. So if needed, roll some hit die, and then if you need to then cast your Cure Wounds afterwards, then by all means you do so. I'm being nice. Next time I won't be. Just have some forethought before you start burning through your spell slots.
I was just doing a nice thing.
It is nice. It is lovely. Let's say that you do that anyway to assist in that healing, because it's lovely, but you don't need to burn a spell slot.
hold on.
because you might need them.
I need your magic.
You. In fact, let me change that. You will need them.
Yes, I know I will.
So,
I'm very well aware of I will need my spell slots.
so you gain the benefits of a short rest. So you gain any abilities back that you may have lost previously or used previously, and you gain some hit die back. So you can roll hit die, so you don't gain them back. So an hour passes. You are. Oh, has Natalie gone again?
No, I just said she's not visible.
Natalie's gone again.
Taking a short rest.
So Natalie's encountered a few technical issues already this evening and will be absolutely scatty right now, going ballistic in her own home, because this is the fourth thing that's gone wrong in an hour. But we will just obviously get that back shortly. So you've gained your short rest. What do you guys want to do?
So I'm kind of the only thing that Kira is going to do before we head there. I'm trying to maximize the time that this all lasts. So basically, what I want to do will last an hour. So I want to kind of time it at the last possible moment. So just kind of whenever that is, then I will do something.
Okay, cool. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I think we should probably, even if we don't make our approach early on, we should probably still get there early, as you guys said, to scout the situation out a little bit.
Find optimal positions, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe find a sword. He kind of bobs his head over at Leanna.
Most stages have an under part where actors, side people tend to sit and move bits. We could get ourselves under the stage.
I used to do that. It was a really small stage though, because it was just my mum. But yeah, I would hide under the stage.
I think we can probably expect pretty heightened security.
Virgil, roll me a history check.
Ah, have I been to the theatre? History. Oh, that's good. 18.
18. On your way back from the city hall, you walk past the Armory of Aegis, a blacksmith in the high city.
Oh,
Yes.
I remembered something.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
How much money do I have from Moore?
Oh, yeah!
How much did I get?
You got your inheritance, so you open up the bag, and it is it's quite a hefty bag of coins, and you sit there during your hour of writing and just kind of counting them out. You have been given 1,500 gold coins.
Oh, shit!
But it is your inheritance, I will say.
What
God,
the
it pays to
fuck?
get paid off parents' clothes.
Yeah, let's go there.
Look at that. Kiria's a nephew.
Kiria?
Baby. Good, nice.
Money, please.
Because
you hear at one point like Kira's been silent for so long, like longer than you've probably heard them be silent in a little while, and you just hear this like little squeal before kind of hasty movement and putting stuff away and just like returning to notes, just like clearly like vibrating with excitement.
Kiria,
So everyone's staring at Kiria at this point.
Yeah.
what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I was just seeing what Moore gave me.
And
more earrings.
No, money. Lots of it.
Oh,
I don't feel like you should be as happy about that as you are. You don't like money and being rich and capitalist and all that kind of jazz.
I like
Being rich isn't your bag.
and I need money to do that.
Oh, so you like capitalism when it suits you and benefits you, right?
Listen,
Yeah.
champagne socialism. Look it up.
Love that.
it's not our fault that the system that we are required to participate in the system.
Just because I cut off there after we went for a short break, did I get extra healing from Virgil?
Did you roll hit die?
I did.
Yeah, I've got it.
I did not roll well.
Oh,
Oh well, no, we didn't know that. So Yeah. How many? So if you still need healing, then that's fine.
I mean,
Virgil.
I'm still going to cast. I'm still going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2, like I was going to anyway.
Okay,
so
cool. Yeah, cool. Roll the hit die then, please.
Me.
Yes, because
well,
you're
you're
casting the spell. Yeah.
Welcome to being a healer.
Hit die. I thought you meant hit die for.
No, the
Liana.
cure wounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So,
Sorry.
an hour's passed. You're ready to get moving. Where are you all heading?
To the theatre.
Are you going
you
to the
say-
theatre or are you going to the
Wait.
armory?
Finally, somewhere I want
To
to go.
the armory.
To the Armory of Ages.
Liana, as the arcane plasters fade away into like a nice warm feeling across your wounds, you get back a grand total of 18 hit points.
Woo!
I will take them, and as they do dissolve into my fur, that worked. I feel a bit better.
Look at me doing magic without writing it down. This is very exciting. Sorry, it's just practice. You better though? You look rough.
I feel much better. The rest helped, and the spell helped. I
Cool.
feel much better. Thank you.
Let's get you something to kill people with. We have
I
some
mean,
stuff to do.
I don't really want to spend all of Kyria's money that her mum
Hey,
gave me,
what?
that's all. Sorry, I try to talk quietly, it's just I can't, I'm a big person.
It's okay. I'll buy you something.
We'll all chip in.
I will pay you back.
Okay.
Might not be with money, but I will owe you one.
Okay. That sounds good.
Us.
Us.
You hear shout from the
Somewhere.
direction of the door out of the glade, and Edivir is
Oh,
sort of standing
I think
there.
he's calling us.
Oh, I thought it was like a rally. Coming.
Yes. And I grab my only possession, the club, and I follow. Not bitter. Not
Of all
bitter.
the things you managed to hold on to, it was the
You got the-
largest.
The thing you can't use the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fairness,
Edivir.
she did grab both, but she threw away one.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. That was a hasty decision.
Okay.
Edivir's
You-
standing at the door, and he just, as you guys sort of gather towards him, he says, "We're going into the shit now. More so than any time before, even when we were in the Undercity. Look out for each other. Act cohesively. Do what you do best."
Can I just
Agreed.
say something?
Of course.
I just want to say that I know that I've been a bit of a liability in the past, and I just wanted to thank you all for always being there and, you know, showing up even when you didn't have to. And I know it can be a lot, and we've all got our own stuff going on, but I feel like we are united under this one cause. And I know how good you all are deep down. We've all made our mistakes. We've all run headfirst into situations where we probably shouldn't have, myself included. I mean, I've got white hair now. But we always bounce back from it. We always keep going. And we come out the other side better and stronger. And the same is going to happen this time. I believe in us. Through and through. We've
And
got
it doesn't
this.
matter if nobody sees it.
No. We know. We see it. And I am going to cast motivational speech.
Woo! Hell yeah!
Amazing. So that grants temporary hit points, I believe.
Yes, so 5 temporary hit points to everybody.
Thank you.
And for the next hour, we have advantage on wisdom saving throws. And if one of you is hit by an attack, you have advantage on the next attack roll
Oh,
that you
shit.
make.
Damn.
So it's the first person to be attacked, right?
No, so it's a one-time thing for each person. So
Okay.
it's first person to be attacked, they spend theirs, then the motivational speech effects drop, and then vice versa is for everybody.
Perfect.
5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, you all leave the sanctity of the glade. For some of you, it might feel like the last time. Edivir quite rightly said you're heading into the shit of it. But as you leave the glade and enter into the high city of Winmere, into the botanical gardens to the western point of the high city, your destination is the Armory of the Aegis.
Yep.
Shopping.
Fantastic.
Never would have that.
I'm going to keep this brief.
Yep. Wise.
Yeah. But you all start heading there. Are you trying to go incognito? Are you trying to be stealthy? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we turned off the filter on Google. Incognito.
Incognito. Yeah.
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 Yeah, nondescript, just kind of trying to blend in, keeping to the shadows.
Okay.
Back streets where we can.
All right. We will have a group stealth check, please.
Every time.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Yep.
Um,
I will also tell you all, when Edivir suggested that you wait till halfway through the speech, I did send Chris a message going, I do love a monologue, so thank you.
Oh, no, wait, shit, I'll take it back.
No.
No monologuing.
right.
I got a 22.
22, thank you, Virgil.
So did
14.
14, Liana.
22.
22, excellent, Pim.
And that one, which I'm re-rolling
Hey.
for a nat 20.
Fucking hell. Okay, so an at 24.
That is a Sorry, I got so excited I didn't even look at my skill. That is a 22.
A 22 as well, excellent. Kyria.
12, because I have disadvantage.
That tracks. Cool. Like it. We're just rolling on. Okay.
Why
So-
do you have
To be
disadvantage?
fair, I do look different, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Exhaustion.
Oh.
I've still got 2 points.
Mhm. So, you guys head off into the high city, keeping as low a profile as you can. It's a decent group stealth check, that, with 3 of you getting 22s, a 14, and a 12, is pretty well balanced. So you're sticking to the shadows as much as possible. Any, well, yeah, you're laughing, Dan, but it's like middle of the afternoon, so there's not very many shadows available. Like shadows is,
Like they're not real. Like
it's inferred. Yeah, because there isn't shadows. It's inferred. Less conspicuous places.
Also, they literally are not real.
Yeah.
Playing D&D.
Yep. Anyway, so you head over towards, with Virgil's direction, you head towards the Armory of the Ages. You enter the blacksmiths and you find there is a half-orc in charge there. Quite heavy-set dude, huge muscles, and this huge anvil in the middle of this blacksmith, like massive. And instead of using a blacksmith's hammer, he's using a modified war hammer to hammer out some iron as you guys enter. He greets you all and asks what it is you're here to buy. We're speeding this up, guys. We're not window shopping. What do you want?
I'm gonna go forward. I shake his hand and I introduce myself as Liana, Savage of the North. I don't know if you've heard of me, and I'm trying to be charming.
Okay. He says,
Okay,
no, I've never heard of you.
that's a shame. Okay, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Make a deception check.
They're wearing nothing in a blacksmith's place.
I mean, is it
I'm
deception?
kind of a big deal.
That's a 5.
Right. What are you here for? What would you like to buy? We have many wares on offer.
I need a weapon. I need an axe, preferably a great axe. Even better, a sword at the least.
Okay.
Great X, please.
Sorry?
Are you sure?
No, for her, I was just summarising what you were saying. Just a great axe, please. I think he has a great axe. I don't think you need to give a choice.
Yeah, I just don't know if you can afford it, sweetheart.
They kind of give you a wink.
God, money does change people.
1 second. Da-da-da-da. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second.
I don't actually want to blow my money. That's hand talking.
Weirdly, the axe is 1,500 gold.
Yeah, don't say that.
Okay.
1,501.
So I have a couple of different great axes. I have a rather simple one, which is 50 gold coins for a normal great axe. I do also have other great axes available.
No, the simple one will be fine. I can make good uses of that.
Okay, we'll
Thank
do that
you.
one then.
Okay.
I mean, just so you're a salesman. So what do the other ones do?
Time for this, Liana.
Okay, I'll take the simple.
So
one, that's fine.
I have better quality great axes, like ones that I've spent months toiling over, so that they are a little bit better.
Oh, I don't care about that. Just the small, just the just the simple one will be fine.
Okay.
You went into this trying to be charming. And
Yeah, I was going to say that's what I went.
Failed. She knows it's failed. She is no longer trying to be charming.
Okay. You don't need
Maybe
to know
not.
about any of the other axes I have. That's fine. 50 gold coins, please.
I give him 50
Thank
gold.
you.
Maybe
You're welcome.
Maybe not the place for it, but any potions, healing or otherwise?
I have one tucked away, I think. I also have a crystal that I've got tucked away.
That would be useful. Would you part with it?
I would, but it's 100 gold coins.
I've got 20.
I mean, our rich friend here would be happy to
You
fork
don't
out the
know how
front.
much they have.
You have money. That's an indescript term. Pay up, money bags.
I'll get the 20 gold out of my pouch and bang it on the table.
I'll take my 6 gold out.
6 gold, jeez.
How much have we put up so far?
26.
Virgil takes 40 gold out of his and puts it down.
I have nothing.
Right, 20,
30...
I'll take the shirt on your back.
66.
66, 30, 33.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll put
34.
the rest of the other 33 in there.
Okay,
34.
that's fine. Okay, so you now have a healing crystal.
Who is taking it?
I'll take it.
Well, you can already heal, so probably
Yeah, but
someone...
I can't heal at radius. And if I'm the one who's going to be doing the buffing in the back, it's better that I have it and could use it on an action instead of you use an action yourselves to do it. Or a
Okay.
bonus action, or whatever you've got to do. I have less bonus actions as a cleric.
Well, why don't one of us take the potion then?
You want the potion
Probably
as
you.
well? That's
Can't
another 50 gold points.
Okay.
I'll pay you back. I'll
Okay.
take that one.
You'll have my undying gratitude.
I'm the
Much more
fastest,
than
so
money.
I can potentially get to someone who's down if none of the healers can pick him up.
Okay.
Or potentially instead of potion then, because I was...
Do you want anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Thank
Are you
you.
sure? I have a shield
not-
available for 10 gold.
Do you have any enchanted items by any chance? Do you do an enchanted weaponry and or armor?
Yeah, I've got plenty. I have a Berserker Great Axe, which allows quite a lot of additional damage, but we also have another Great Axe, which kind of warns you if there's any danger around.
We're done with the great axes. We don't need those anymore. That's been sorted.
Okay.
Like the rest
You
of
got
us.
You got any
What
tasty daggers?
I have a few, yeah.
Or rapiers?
Yeah, I have a dagger that I'm infused with a little bit of poison damage, if that's something that that you're into. Kind of leaves a
No,
lasting
not my-
sting.
Not my style.
Why don't you want to poison people?
I have a dagger that'll do a little bit more damage. I'll give you a little bit of a buff when attacking.
What about a scimitar?
Yeah, I've got scimitars.
Just let me double check this. Actually, it's the scimitar that has the light.
Yeah.
Yes, martial fitness light. Cool.
Mhm.
I can sneak attack with it. Price for a +1 scimitar, DM.
You're going to be looking at 250 gold.
We're digging into the purse a bit now, aren't we?
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
I'll pay you back.
You gonna rob a bank?
Is important.
So I can do 2 daggers anyway. That's better. That's fine.
Okay, anything else?
I don't suppose I don't really do weapons, but enchanted jewelry, anything like that, something I can wear on my person.
That's not really my thing.
No, I didn't think so. That's fine.
Any crossbow bolts that might go off with a bit of a bang?
Explosive crossbow bolts.
Hand crossbow, specifically. I know that's a little bit harder to tinker, but
Not really things that'll go as a bang, but I do have some crossbow bolts that'll potentially knock somebody down.
that could work.
Okay.
I'll only need 1 or 2.
Only 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a whole quiver.
Okay. I could probably do 5 for 10, 15 gold. He says, looking for the price, and I can't find the price of them. Let's go 10 gold. Why not?
I hand 10 gold over.
You can add crossbow bolts of walloping.
Woo!
Walloping, I love it.
Love that. That's
I'm making
very
a
that's
note
very
of all
enemy
of
as
these
well.
purchases.
Walloping.
Anything
Is
else?
it?
Kyria, would you like anything with your monies?
I can't really do anything with anything here. I don't
Okay.
think they have a I don't think there'd be anything.
Well, you tell me what you would like, and I'll tell you.
I'm not having another kazoo. Oh, I've got the harp, so I've got the lute even. So
Ask for a tuba.
no.
The battle sax.
Oh my god.
Battle flags.
Meh, meh,
What armor are you wearing right now?
Leather. I'm only proficient in light.
That's fine.
You get studded.
Hold on.
Pop you up by 1.
He has something called displacement leather armor.
Oh. Tell me
It
more.
is 300 gold pieces. But when a creature hits you with an opportunity attack while wearing the armor, you roll a d20, no action required. If you roll an 11 or higher, the attack misses and hits a nearby illusion of you instead. On a 10 or lower, the attack hits and the property of the armor can't be used again until you take a short rest.
It's pretty good, that.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
There's only opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Kiria's probably going to be trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yep.
300.
Yes. It is still the same armor class of what you've got, but it has the additional benefits. Or if you want a higher armor class, he does have studded leather armor
Wait, no, I
available.
have studded leather on.
Oh, well then it's lower than what you've got, but it gives
Oh my
you
god, so my AC would be 12.
it does give you a little bit of a buff.
Your AC's 13? Jesus.
Yes. No. I'm not gonna
No?
do it.
Okay. Cool. Anything else? Nope. Okay. He thanks you for your business, and you leave the Armory of the Aegis.
I'll say to him as we're leaving, I'm sure what's going on above hasn't escaped your attention.
Kind of looking forward to it, to be honest. Danger means people need arming. Arming means that I sell more things, which means I make more money.
Well, stakes might be a little higher than you think, and I understand your personal motivations, but difficult to sell weapons in a city where no one has the means to pay for them. So consider that as well.
Okay. It's considered. What are you getting up?
Nothing. I'll leave.
Is he eating crisps while he's talking to Eddie?
No, I am because I'm hungry. Well, you leave the Armory of the Aegis.
Yep.
Where are you going?
The theatre.
Not going
Just-
anywhere else first?
We're not
What do you mean?
Well, you've mentioned about potentially going and putting word in for the councilman.
Oh, yeah. That's something Virgil wanted to do. I think it's a good idea.
Well, if you want me to swing by the building, I'll try and remember what tattoos I faked on my face, and I'll talk to Dorothy. She was lovely. I'm sure she'll put in a good one. And Virgil will start writing sort of just like a note akin to things have progressed quicker than we had imagined at the temple. My elders have asked me to make sure that you and any other fellow council members do attend Malgraves' speech at the theater. Something is going on, or something is going to happen there.
Okay.
And he's just gonna, sort of fold that up, try and sign it as eloquently as he can with a name he's going to. No, he's not going to make up any name. Actually, he's just going to make a note.
Yep.
He's just going to do it in his own words and just into the council building. Does anyone in this council building look particularly like flustered? Is there like a lot of movement going on, or is it just kind of?
As you approach the council building, you spot that stood outside the doors of the council building are heavily armed and heavily armored soldiers with what seems like heavy plate armor, and they have all got this kind of like reddish tabard over or under their armaments. There is about 8 of these individuals that are stood kind of across the entrance of the council building.
So they're stopping people from getting in.
You don't know until you try, but it kind of gives you the impression that they are there for a reason.
Yeah, but they're making a very imposed wall of
Essentially,
human people in armor across the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I see any other people around, sort of looking at them, sort of unsure, like people who want to get to work, or like?
Yeah, you see that there is a crowd forming at the base of the steps as they're kind of looking up towards the council building. Make me a perception check.
Yeah, I was just trying to overhear bits of conversation as I peruse the people. Perception. Okay, that is there. Oh, excellent. That's a wisdom-based thing. Dope. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You hear? Oh, sorry. Speed eating crisp at the same time. This is what my life's become now. Child snacking. Napping, child snacking, napping. That's it. That's all I do.
Yeah.
My life without the child bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. You overhear certain conversations happening within the crowd, but what with that roll, you actually catch sight of somebody at the very front of the crowd, somebody that you had a very insightful conversation with not hours before.
What, Blackthorn?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to stick into the crowd then and see what this speech says, like what he's going to say. Try and keep towards the back of this crowd, staff down, so it's not sort of creating like a focal point or anything, just sort of standing among the people to listen.
Okay. So you hear there's a lot of chatter in the crowd about why they're not letting anybody access it. There's a few rumors sticking around that it has something to do with the announcement that was made earlier today. You see that as you are kind of stood there, they are actually you see kind of like looking up to where the doors are, people are actually being actively escorted out of the council building. It's not that they're just denying people access in, they are escorting people out of the building as well. You hear Garrick turn to one of the guards and, "This is a fucking outrage. You don't understand what you're doing here. I'm a member of this city council and I deserve reprimands for your actions. He is met with a wall of silence, a stoic silence, and a complete blank wall, essentially. Nobody is giving him time of day.
And these are and these are similar people in plate armor as the ones in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Just general chatter of the crowd. There's nothing else sort of coming up. It's mostly just confusion as to why they can't get in. It's okay. Making his way gingerly through the crowd as to not sort of create too much sort of fuss between the people, just sort of sliding here and there. He's going to come up to as close to Garrick as possible, and just I don't know. No, I'm not going to touch him because that'd be weird. He's just going to just speak up in sort of like a low tone. So it's happened then, has it, Garrick? What we were worried about.
He kind of like turns over, looks at you, and then kind of like looks back, almost like semi-ignoring you for a moment, and then kind of turns back towards you, and you see like one eyebrow kind of raised in your direction as he kind of turns and walks directly towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And just goes, "And what are you doing here?"
All right, keep your voice down. I'm as confused as you are. The incursion, clearly. My elders are in uproar. Most of the noble and church places are. We want to know what's going on. That's why I came here, to find out more. I didn't realize the council building was under siege.
It's more than under siege. They're moving quickly. I fear for the other council members. I was the first to be removed. Makes sense, really.
Well, your area of expertise was what they wanted to bring in first, so oust the person in charge, put in someone who will do what they want.
If what you told me is true, this city's fucked.
Not necessarily. What could... In your political view, Garrick, how could we remedy this situation to give a little bit of sway back to this city?
We need to... Not here.
No. Follow me. Let's talk somewhere quieter. And he's going to start leading him into the alley where he would have originally come from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, when he follows, he goes, Well?
That's what I asked you. What would you do? You said not here. What is your...
Well,
in your opinion, how would you do this? You know this better than I do, Garrick. I'm a clergyman.
Look, you brought this to my attention and said that you had evidence, and I told you we needed something concrete. This isn't concrete. This doesn't put Malgrave at the head of whatever this is. This just means that Solasta has made a move on Windmere. This doesn't incriminate Malgrave. We need to incriminate him, specifically. If we do that, then it could turn the tide in our favor, but it doesn't mean that it will all just go away. It means we are putting the people of this city at risk. It means that we then potentially force the hand of a power that is far greater than ours right now. With 15 ships looming above the city, there is no saying that they would not just open fire against the innocent folk that reside here. And that is a threat that they would be willing to make and have made already. We force their hand and they start taking innocent lives, then where does that leave us?
In a worse position than we are now, you're right. Then we need to cut the head off the snake, and the Sultan clearly is that head.
Well...
Where is he? How is he on the floor? Do we know where he is?
He wouldn't be here. He's not here. They've just sent an ambassador from their nation. They haven't said he wouldn't come here.
Okay.
Not yet. This is just the groundworks for him potentially coming later. But this is all happenstance, isn't it? Look, you said that you were sent here by your temple with information, and then coincidentally you've now shown up again, asking what I need.
I'm asking for help, Garrick, because you are far further into this than I am.
What
the inner
what
workings.
help do you need from me? You have just seen that I've been rooted out of my station.
An educated decision or an educated guess on what would be the best course of action to help remedy the situation, and then I would tell you to go to the theatre and listen to his speech.
You want me to give you my honest answer?
Yes.
A bolt through the fucking skull of that bastard. That would remedy things, but also would cause a domino effect. I'm not in a position to make decisions right now. I need to get to the other councilmen and women. We need to make decisions for the betterment of this council, but I've just been ousted from my station and thrown out of the council building.
Right, I'm going to throw something by you, and I want this to stay under wraps. Are you meeting the rest of your council right now? Are you going to try and find them, to rally them, to do whatever you must do?
They are in the building. I am trying to get in there.
But they will kick them out, presumably?
I don't know. How am I to know that?
I don't know. You were in there. Were they escorting more? I'm just... right. My point is, Garrick, if you could have a small team of people to go under a radar, perhaps do things that you couldn't endorse but need doing, would liberating the council house help?
Maybe. I don't know what power we would sway at this point. You can see that any move that we make could endanger the very lives of everyone in this city.
Well, it's either that or complete domination. What would you prefer? Do you want Celasta to rule the city? Do you want them here under force, taking our law?
You're asking stupid questions. Of course not.
Then
who would want that other than Celasta Fleet and maybe Malgrave if he's tied to this?
Then we have to do what we must. We have to risk, don't we, Garrick?
It's very difficult to risk things when you have a boot on your throat.
Well, you may have the aid of people who don't have a boot on their throat.
Well, here's fucking hoping. Look, I will do what I can, but I can't do much right now. Go speak to your temple. Maybe they can help.
Yes, I'm going to speak to my temple right now. Be safe, Garrick. I may return soon to annoy you more. It's always a pleasure.
He just kind of turns without saying anything and marches off.
Virgil returns to you four. Wherever you are.
Did you give him the note?
How'd it go?
No, I actually had a very nice conversation with him.
Okay, so he's going to be at the theatre.
Possibly. But we can't
What
be sure
do you
that
mean, possibly?
because the council members are currently potentially held up within the building. Celasta has taken the council house. They are guarding. They are escorting people out, including him, but no one else at the moment. We don't know who can leave, who is alive, who is dead.
Well, we only need one.
At all.
We only need one there. We only need one with enough authority to verify what we're saying. We don't need the whole fucking council. Fuck the council.
I wouldn't be that rash. If we had the council on our side, if we worked with them to do this.
We don't have time for that. We've got a plan in place. All we need is a witness with authority. Whether that's one or every single one, it doesn't matter.
Yes, but Garrick is also correct in the fact that if we do happen to murder Malgrave or grievously wound him, all it will do, potentially, is set off what is likely to happen anyway, but faster.
We're not trying to wound him, we're trying to expose him. And
it's going to end up in a battle.
What's the other option? To let these people take over this city and subjugate its population?
That's what I said, but I'm just trying to think of less, upfront ways, perhaps.
There are no less upfront ways. There is no time to gather forces. There is no time to gather favour. We have to act.
So we head to the theatre and hope he turns up.
You are very loud.
You're so loud.
Right, I've turned you down a bit. You're good.
Give me the note.
Sorry.
I will take it myself. Don't get your knickers in a twist out of here. I'm just relaying information. I will go to him. I'm the only one he knows. If you wander up with a note,
I can get it to him without him even seeing me.
Well, I can get it to him without anyone thinking I'm anything at all.
Okay, then go do that.
So I will go do that. It is fine. I'm just laying out the information.
Stick to the plan. Cohesion, remember? And you see Edivir has got quite a stern look on his face now.
Yeah, Virgil meets that stern look with one of his own, and kind of you see like a slight crumple to the letter before he turns on his heel, says nothing, and just makes his way to the crowd. To very quickly just find. I got rid of his name, and I need to say it the most.
Garrick
Blackthorn. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. There's a couple of Blackthorns in the game. I find him, just tap him on the shoulder and just say,
Kind of spins and goes,
"Be at the theatre tonight. I'm leaving." And I just hand him the note. And
the theatre?
meander back. Yes. And I meander back to the crowd and go.
Okay.
He has the information.
Okay, good, no problem.
I return. I'm just done.
I understand you're looking for a way out of this. We've got one. We need to take it. There's no time to make plans anymore.
Just exploring all avenues. Fact of the matter is, we're going to need council members on our side at some point if we're going to exonerate our names.
One will do for now. We'll worry about the others later. Focus on the task at hand.
Then to the theatre.
With that being said, you all make...
To the theatre.
Finally somewhere I want to go.
If only it
Yeah,
was
that
under
really
better
does want it.
circumstances. It will be a show, though. We are, however, going to go for a quick break here.
Ooh.
But before we do, and before we play our regular little break video, Chris, you've been working on something recently, right?
I've been tapping away behind the scenes. Well, actually, to be fair, we've all been working on something. This is very much a group effort. Very special shout outs to Han for some of the art that you're about to see, but everyone contributed, and you'll see that in what we're about to show you. So what you're about to see is going to be our new intro video that you see at the beginning of our streams when the episode begins. And this one is for Aerilon, Sins of the Peacekeeper. This will be your first introduction to some of the characters that you're going to be following on this journey. So please enjoy and get hyped.
It's so good.
See you in a few.
The Into the Wilds Battlemap book series from Tom Kartos returns with Volume 3, the Urban Edition. Into the Wilds is a collection of fully customizable biome and region themed battlemap books for your favorite tabletop RPG. They are ideal for preset or random encounters, so you can be fully prepared no matter which direction your players choose to head in. Volume 3 includes castles and keeps, towns and cities, and traders and dwellings. Everything you need for an urban-based campaign. The returning Volumes 1 and 2 include a variety of overworld and underworld maps for travels through the wilderness. The battle maps come in 2 variations. A fully furnished, highly detailed version with props and assets already placed, and a second unfurnished version for you to customize however you need with the included reusable asset stickers or that trusty dry erase marker. Each set also comes with the complete digital bundle for online play. Whether you play in person or online, the Into the Wild series contains everything you need to tell an immersive and compelling story with your friends. Back Into the Wilds Volume 3 on Kickstarter now.
Aerilon, constellation of 10 mysterious floating islands that hang in the stratosphere, each a unique treasure trove of different cultures, factions, and environments. Here, high above and obscured from the forgotten realms below, magic courses through the very air you breathe. In these lands, bravery forges destinies, and a legendary journey is about to begin. As the mysteries of this strange land are being unraveled, a malevolent power seeks to shroud this wondrous realm in eternal darkness. But where there is darkness, there will always be those who rise to meet it. Brave souls will have to confront horrors that defy imagination and unravel secrets that question the very essence of magic itself. In the face of adversity, would-be heroes must find the strength in each other and the bonds they forge with the people of Aerilon. For it's the power of unity, resolve, and courage that will carry them forward through the skies. Embark on a destined journey aboard a skyship to discover verdant forests, sun-blasted deserts, winter tundras, bustling cities, mountains, and depths. This is Aerilon, and it's here that our journey begins. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales on Tap. We hope that you enjoyed that sneak peek of Aerilon's Sins of the Peacekeeper. I was hyped, like, beyond belief when I first saw that, because it's an incredible piece of media. So, big, like, round of applause and hat tip for you, Chris. Incredible editing and everybody's efforts. That was really, really good. So, let's kick back in. As you guys make your way across the high city towards the theatre, is there anything anybody would like to do?
Probably stop for a nervous pee.
One of those.
Okay. As you guys approach, you see that this outdoor theatre is set down in the earth, so where you're at the ground level, you can kind of see down into it. You see that it is quite a large area. You see that towards one end there is a huge stage, and at the other end there is a raised up kind of box shaped building with an open top and a tarped kind of roof on it. You see that there are seated areas around the edge, and it's sort of in a quite an ovalish shape. As you approach, however, you see that stood guard to the theatre, there are the Solasta forces. They are stood on the precipice of where the seats begin to go down, and the stairs go down into the bowl of the theatre. And there are roughly around 3 or 4 on either side. Now, this theatre isn't a huge place, but it's quite large, but it isn't, like, massive. It probably sits around 400 people, there or thereabouts, if you include standing area in the bowl and then the seated area at the side as well. What do you guys want to do?
Are they allowing people in yet, or is there a crowd gathering for this event?
You see that as you're kind of like slowing your pace as you make your way there, they are letting people down into the theatre itself, and the crowd is starting to gather.
Does it look like they're checking people as they go in? Like,
it does, yes. You see that they are kind of stopping people and kind of like just taking like daggers off people and stowing them as they kind of go into the theatre.
Well, we can't go through the front door.
So there is no doors, essentially. It is just a wide open space. But yeah. I just wanted to clarify in case you thought there was an entrance door. Yeah. Right.
No, it's fine.
Doors with no walls. It's just
actually, no, but that's actually a good point. So given that it's an open air thing, I assume that there is a perimeter wall. Or is it just literally just a bowl?
It is a bowl, yeah. There is no perimeter wall as such, no.
What does the stage? What does the actual stage look like itself? Like, how is it situated? How big is it? Where is the? I assume it's one of those like sort of half dome type things.
It is, yeah. It is very much a half dome. It is made entirely of wood on the stage. It's a wooden stage. There is a half dome, and then it kind of squares out. There is a building at the back of it. Quite a squared building towards the back.
Can I determine? So you say there's guards at the sort of entryways.
Mm-hmm. To where the stairwells are down. Yeah.
To where the stairwells are, which then go onto all the seats that sort of surround the oval. Yeah.
Yep.
Can I determine? If they're guarding the entryway to it, can I determine how they're monitoring the rest of the perimeter to make sure no one just jumps down into it or anything like that?
Make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
Could I look at rooftops and things like that?
Oh, that's very good.
You can make me a perception check as well.
Perception. Wait a minute. Oh, that's persuade. Fuck, why do I have -1? +3. 22.
22. As you see, there are these warriors stationed, checking people as they go down into the place. You also see that there are a contingent of these warriors kind of walking the perimeter of the place as well. Pim, what did you roll perception?
22.
22. You would see by checking the rooftops nearby that there are a handful of individuals placed on some of the higher rooftops looking down in as well.
I'm just gonna bump Edivir's knee. Sentries.
Could be worth taking them out.
I say we just go around the back, like to where the building is. They're going to be looking out for the crowd. If we go where there isn't a crowd, maybe there won't be as many soldiers. I just walked through the front door of a place. I don't want to do that again. Trust me.
Lesson learned.
I have an idea. Well, it's not really an idea. So, if they're confiscating weaponry, if that is what they are stopping people for, if I were to turn... Because when I made Edivir invisible, all your daggers went invisible too.
That's true.
If we were to give all of our weaponry to you, Liana, for instance, and I turn you invisible, then you can be an invisible force waiting for us to distribute the weapons if things go south.
I can certainly do that. They don't... When I look towards these soldiers or warriors, do they look magically inclined or do they just look brutish? I mean, what sort of vibe am I getting from them?
Hard to tell from this distance, I'll be honest. You wouldn't know by just looking at somebody if they're magically inclined or not. I'll be honest.
No.
They are wearing full plate armor, and they are heavily armored.
And they have weapons.
They do have weapons. Some have weapons and shields. They are a show of force. But it's very difficult to tell if somebody has magical abilities just by looking at them.
And in Liana's mind, it's very much if they carry weapons, they are more they're less magically inclined.
Okay.
So that's where Liana's head would be.
Okay.
And like,
seeing them doing this sort of frisk on people to take their weapons off them, does it look like very much just like a physical? Sorry, does it look like a physical pat down? Or is there anything that they're passing over them to identify?
No, so it's just a physical pass down, check for weapons. They're not taking. It doesn't appear that they're taking anything else, just what would be deemed as a weapon. So they're taking things like daggers off people, staffs off people, things like that.
okay.
I mean, if everyone
hands me their weapons and I go invisible, I'll stay with you. And when we get past there and you guys deem it safe, I can go back.
Well, you're quite big, so I think maybe you're better off hopping the wall and joining us inside rather than risking getting bumped into in the queue.
I can be sneaky.
I know you can, but you also take up quite a large area.
Yeah. People are pushing to get to the front and then they come across this invisible thing that they can't get past that feels a bit fuzzy in texture. It's going to raise eyebrows.
Okay,
Who's bringing this invisible sofa in?
Bags.
I can do that if I can hop over the wall. It's not that they're going to see me, so... Or
Exactly.
hop through the gap. I know there's no wall, but yeah.
Well, we'll try and move into a densely populated area so that we're not so easy to pick out. We definitely don't want to be away from the crowd until the very last minute. If we're spotted here, they'll know that something's up.
I will try and keep an eye on you so I know where to meet up with you.
Just a thought, just to put it out there. I don't suppose our faces have been shared with these guards, would they?
Hope not.
Because walking through the front could be very silly if they know they're looking for us.
Yep.
But they don't seem to be looking at people's faces, they're just taking their weapons, so I don't think they're looking for people. I mean, I could be wrong, I've been wrong many times before, but...
Perhaps.
Either way, we need to get in there somehow.
Well, maybe if we take a front row seat, we'll throw him off his game.
As we've been sorry, another question, just watching, because obviously intently Edivir is watching this entryway this whole time, every now and then glancing to see if the sentries change position. But have we seen anyone coming in who has any kind of face coverings or head scarves or any obscuring clothing and other guards asking them to remove those things, or are they?
It doesn't appear that people are being asked to remove like hats, and people aren't. The impression you get is that they're being searched for weaponry and anything that would be deemed dangerous, right? But they're not like kind of like lifting up people's hoods and taking a look at them and like kind of going, "Oh, you look kind of rough. Get the fuck away," type deal. Like
So
essentially,
Edvir goes full head wrap with just the eyes showing.
okay,
Ninja mode.
Yeah,
okay.
but like
I
in
got
like a
hands
sort
out
of like
weapons.
in away from his home, almost sort of like not turban, but like kind of like rolled a bit around the head, and then just like a veil over the face.
Okay.
He's an exotic dancer.
Rather more exotic dancer than ninja.
Okay. Okay. So you do so. Anybody else?
Virgil's pretty
Yeah.
nondescript at this point anyway, so he's just if he's going to look to whoever's taking weapons and just offer the staff. I assume it's still Liana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have those cloaks as well. Don't forget.
Do I?
You
I
have the
thought I
cloak of
gave it to you.
Elvenkind. No, I gave you the cloak of Elvenkind,
Yeah, you've
and
got-
Edvir has the other
Smoky
one, the
cloak.
smoky one.
Oh,
I don't know what it
completely
is though,
forgot.
so I need to someone to tell me what it is. So I can add it to my
Yeah,
inventory.
I never got it.
Dan, smoky cloak.
No, you have you? I didn't think that you had that anymore.
Edvir has it.
Yeah, it was given to me.
So okay, so I saw that on your character sheet before you got rid of all your items. I didn't know if you just kept it on your character sheet last session.
No, I never had it on my sheet.
You
Okay.
had it for a time, but then it definitely got
Yeah.
passed to me.
Okay.
But you never made
Cool.
it on D&D
Cool,
Beyond.
cool.
so I never had
That's
it.
fine. Don't worry.
Anyway,
So
I'm not going to use that anyway, so
Mhm.
that's just in my pack.
Yep.
I'll give my weapons, I guess. I'll judging by the work that I've done on it already, I know it's not in a sort of complete state yet,
mhm.
but you should see me spit some
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully the
Going to
green
ignore it.
screen got rid of that. The hand crossbow wrist mount
Mhm.
fold away thing.
Yep.
Is that at a level of completion where it just looks feasibly like just a wrist guard? Or is it still quite identifiable as a weapon? You said I'm getting close to the end.
Yeah. I would say it looks more like a bracer now than it does a weapon, but you've not. Yeah, it's not complete.
I'll unstrap it,
Yeah.
hand that over as well. I'm going to keep the bracer of flying daggers because that doesn't have any daggers on it.
Yep.
It's just bracer until I tell it to not be. So
Okay.
daggers, rapier, crossbow,
Okay.
Put them all in my back. Oh my.
and my like.
You
I'm-
don't
I'm
have a
making
pack.
equipment.
I don't have a pack, so someone's gonna have to give me a bag.
I'll take my bag.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
And I put it
That's
all
probably a
in.
good shout because I
one
think that has
£1
actual
bag.
charges in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it has the materials to swiftly make satchel charge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's still dangerous.
So it doesn't have any weapons, but what's all this black gunpowder that you have in your satchel? What's that for? Nothing.
Mr.
Fireworks.
Glyphos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've still got that sky shard crystal. What does that do again? Anyway,
Continue.
Um,
Anyway, continue.
I'll give the dagger that Edvir gave me and a kazoo.
Okay.
The deadliest weapon.
Okay.
I kind of look over the kazoo. I'm like, I'm sure you could keep that. It's okay. Never mind.
Deadly.
I'm sure it is. I'll put it in.
And then I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Yep.
I'm basically just going to change the colour of my hair to black, get rid of my horns, and have human legs so I don't look like a satyr.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. I'm just kind of making me not look as descript or as like the wanted posters.
Excellent. Pim, I assume you're going to be handing over your staff and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hand over my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all hand over your weaponry to Liana, who stuffs as much of it in the bag as possible, carries whatever else they can.
You just
Excellent.
handed over all your weapons to the person who said she was gonna fuck off if shit went south. Just saying.
Well, the weapons are safe. It's fine.
Oh, she's
Cool.
still going to.
So what do you guys want to do?
I will wait till the last second to cast invisibility, because then she'll have an hour.
And are you all going into the same point as a group? Or are you splitting up and going in separately?
Somewhat through the same entrance, but slightly staggered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you do so. Who's going first?
I'll take Pim's hand and just be like, play up the kid thing a bit.
Got it.
Okay.
Virgil will go first, seeing as he is the least offensive looking of anyone, just being sort of a holy man, and we'll just walk towards them, just sort of.
As you kind of like walk towards the guard, he holds his hand up and just, arms out, begins to like pat you down. Right. Next.
Thank you.
Begins patting down the next person and the next, until who's next? Who's going in next? Pim and Edivir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You two approach, and he goes, arms out.
Yep.
Begins to pat you down first, Edivir, and goes, right, and you. And begins to pat you down as well, Pim. Right, and you go, next. And
sorry, I will turn to Liana and I'll kind of place a hand on her shoulder, and I'll just be like, "Hey, you got this? Meet us down there. I will message you if we need you. Okay? I'll keep you informed. Okay? Stay safe."
You too.
Give her a little hug, and then hop in line.
okay, as you approach, arms out. Starts patting you down, and then notices the loot and goes, looks across and goes, "That might have to stay behind."
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Hand it over.
It is just a musical instrument, though.
Yeah, but some people can use these for magical abilities, so you need not be too careful. There's a government official that's doing a speech here shortly, so...
Yeah.
Cheers. And just pots the loot down in a box nearby. On you go. Next.
Liana's
Begins to wave people
gonna try
through.
and find like a space where there's not many people, and try and slip down there, like the least crowded place that I can find, and slip down. Just the people I'm bumping into, fairy couches.
Okay, yeah. Perception check then, please. I heard the sound of regrettable keystrokes then. Was that like, fuck? I messed it up.
It's fine.
Okay. I forgot I had a loop.
Oh, yeah. But it's fine, I'll get it back.
Cool.
That is 17.
17. You notice that between where the two guards, or the two closest guards to you are, there is just a visible gap that you could just kind of like walk through and hop down onto the seats and then walk past them.
I'm not running. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible so they don't hear anything go past.
Okay.
Them, so I am.
Stealth check with advantage then, please.
Okay.
Because you're invisible.
Big money.
Ooh.
Big money.
Okay. Wasn't a nat 20 that I got the second time, but it's an 18 plus.
What?
Was
No,
it?
no, no. It's with advantage.
Oh, so yeah, nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Advantage. 24.
24. Excellent. You are being extremely cautious, and your steps are very measured and quiet as you kind of like step over onto the first seat and then step over onto the second. And as you're kind of like looking behind you, you don't see that anybody kind of like turns and looks in your direction. So it seems that you've entered the theatre free and clear.
Can I see where they are at all?
Well, they, as you kind of get waved through, you all start to make your way down in towards the bowl, kind of the lowest section of this area, and you see. Do you guys start to congregate? I'm going to go to you first, Virgil. Are you heading down into the standing area, or are you going to go and try and find a seat somewhere, or what?
There's a standing area.
Yeah. So everybody. So the very lower point is a standing, an area to stand, and then it kind of like, as the ball goes up, the seating is on the outside. Think typical arena style, right?
Yeah, of course. Does that look like there's a fair few people in the standing bit?
There does, yeah. The crowd has begun to gather.
Then Virgil is just going to mingle his way into the crowd of standing individuals.
Okay, no problem.
And get as close to the stage as possible without creating too much. He's not like at the guardrail, like leaning over, waiting for the act to begin. But he's like 4 or 5 people back, maybe, and just sort of trying to just sort of stand nonchalantly.
Okay, so the important question here is: are you all going to gather as a group, or are you dispersing amongst the crowd?
I think for now, group.
Well, I was thinking more. We're all in the same section, but just throughout that section.
Within eye shot of each
Within
other.
eye shot, yeah.
Okay.
So
We're not side by side.
Okay, to answer your question then, Liana, you do see the rest of them as they start moving through the crowd and then begin to position themselves, sort of, I wouldn't say in a line, but fairly spread out amongst this area. Not quite at the front, but a little bit back from that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to get as close as I can without being in and amongst the crowd, because again, don't want people to bump into me. So I want to get as close as I can, but still be back enough from the crowd.
So you would have to stay right at the back then, if you don't want to be anywhere near the crowd, you'd have to stand at the back.
That's
yeah,
fine.
pretty
I've got
much.
speed.
Okay.
There's a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You can lean.
The crowd begins to gather. Is there anything anybody wants to do during this time?
I'd just like to kind of pick up on what the people around are saying.
Okay.
Just, what the topic of conversation is, what the general atmosphere is. Is it trepidation? Is it, fear?
Okay. Perception check. Okay, Dan. All I'm saying is, if you touch your mic arm one more time in this session, then Dorothy dies a painful death.
Well, it's a good thing she wasn't my assistant.
Small price to pay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're good.
Looking to the stage itself, can I see like a lot of movement behind it? Is there like a lot of you sort of see like the buzz before a show, sort of in the background, sort of people moving and that kind of jazz?
There isn't so much a buzz, but you do see that there is an armed guard presence on the stage. There is two of these warriors stood in full plate armor on either side of the stage. But I wouldn't say there's a buzz. It's not like the start of a concert where you're waiting for the warm-up act to get on stage and stuff.
No, but like seeing as someone fairly important is coming on during like a invasion, essentially to direct a speech to the common folk or the rich ones. I just didn't know if there'd be like a lot of people in places, like I don't know, just that kind of jazz. Like if it's like a really important thing that's going on, like it's premeditated as opposed to this thing he's being forced to do right now.
Not so much, no. It's quite quiet at the moment. What did you roll perception, Kyria?
Me, 10.
10. The chit chat that you overhear in your general vicinity is more one of more like people are kind of just theorizing as to what this is about, what the speech is going to be about, why the Solasta people are here, things like that. It's more just the unknown than it is like fear or trepidation or anything. It's just like people are just kind of stood going, well, it can only be bad, or what if it's not bad? What if this is good? What if it's, what who knows what this is about type thing, right?
Yeah. Sorry, one more thing. How far away are we from the stage itself? Where we're all stood, like?
Probably around 25 to 30 feet from the start of the stage.
Okay. The guard presence on the stage, does it look like they are particularly interested in the crowd and watching us vehemently for things, or are they very much just eyes front, making an imposing presence?
I think they are kind of scanning across the crowd, but that's what they're there to do, right? So they're there to protect whoever's about to come on stage. So they are very much just kind of keeping an eye, watching for any sudden movement and stuff.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Though it is hard to tell because they have got helms on.
Yeah.
Can I be sort of scanning the stage, but then also occasionally glancing to the exits? looking out for things like if the guards at the exit start barring the doors and stuff like that. But then I'm also sort of every now and then glancing to the sort of sides of stage to see if I can spot any familiar figures. Obviously, Malgrave, Tanner, Alara, the dark cloaked, horned helmet, large man, Thessel, the slender female armored with orange hair, looking out for them as well. Basically, anyone I've seen in connection with this conspiracy.
Roll me a perception check then, please. Leanna, you look like you're about to say something.
I had maybe a possibly really stupid idea. And I was wondering, from where I am, can I see if there would be a way to... I don't know if there is a barrier in front of this stage, or if people are just stopping 20 feet away, but would there be a way that I could get around to the side and over the barrier without being bumped into?
You could try, yeah. You could try.
Don't like that.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. What was your perception check out of it?
Crap. It was 8.
8. Any kind of because of the hustle and bustle of the crowd that's gathering at the moment, any kind of sight, you're kind of trying to move around people now as people are gathering. It's becoming more and more difficult to kind of see specific things like that.
At the very least, I just want to make a note of the exits.
Yeah, you do so. Easy enough. Okay, before we come to you, Leanna, Pim, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, so I think Pim is going to stay close to Edivate to sort of play up the father-son act. And you said that now it's getting hard to sort of maneuver and see people.
I wouldn't say it's hard to maneuver, but it's as any crowd gathers and it you kind of you're not kind of getting sardined in, but there's starting to become people in front of you that you kind of have to look around to try and see particular things.
Well, seeing as I'm small.
Yep. Oh, for you it's even more difficult, yeah.
Yeah, but it's also more difficult for people to see me, which is a good thing about being small. So I'm gonna sneakily, since I've had a short rest, I'm gonna sneakily summon Bark underneath me.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna tell him mentally.
So,
play dead. Play as if you're a doll. And I'm gonna pick him up and pretend for him to be my doll.
1 second. Okay, yeah, fine. Bark is summoned and just kind of goes, okay. And immediately just kind of goes, whoop, oof. And just kind of goes, whack. And ragdolls and just kind of collapses on the ground and just kind of lies there.
I'm just gonna pick him up to sort of hold him he's my doll.
Okay.
So I have him ready.
Okay. Excellent. Leanna, you begin to move towards the front of this crowd, right? You are going to try and you're going to need to try and move past people. And it's going to be quite difficult.
Yep.
So I'm going to need an acrobatics check to see if you can get past the first 2 or 3 people.
Okay, acrobatics. Okay, it's just okay, that's 18.
18. You move past the first 2 or 3 people, and as you're kind of very carefully shifting through the crowd towards the side of the stage, more and more people are coming down, meaning the crowd is getting bigger and bigger, and there's more and more people to try and move around. So do you continue or do you stay where you are?
Do I... No, that's not really a question for you. That's a question for me. Do I think that I can make it through? I'm gonna keep going. I'm going to keep going.
Make me... And the next acrobatics check is with disadvantage, please, because of the amount of people that you're trying to move through.
Ah, balls, that was not 20. Well, that's still an 18, so that's a day 20.
Okay, so you continue to shift, and you're kind of like, as you begin to step, you step back and wait for somebody to kind of pass in front of you before like moving, not trying your best not to touch anyone. You're now around halfway through the crowd at this point, so it's going to get increasingly difficult to get to the side of the stage. Do you want to continue?
I'm halfway, so it's not.
You've still got another 2 skill checks that will be at disadvantage to even get to the front.
I've committed now. Yes.
Okay, so roll me another acrobatics check with disadvantage, please.
Hopping is an option.
17 and 16 plus 2, so that's a dirty 18.
An 18. You move past the first person easy enough. The second person, however, you do nudge, and they kind of like step and go, "Hey! Oh. With your passive perception, you see that as this cry from the other side of the crowd beckons out, you see the guard on the stage, just his eyes look directly towards where this cry came from. You do, however, move past the next person, but you're about another 3 or 4 people before you even get to the front.
Did I notice the guard look
Question,
towards
DM.
me?
No, you're too busy trying to move past people to notice the guard. Yes, Pim.
Seeing as I noticed the guard, and I know that Leanna's trying to sneak in, would it be feasible for me to assume that that's what's going on?
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
You're just hazarding a guess. You don't know why somebody cried out.
Ah, okay.
You wouldn't know. Go, Leanna. What do you want to do?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
As I am focusing on invisibility,
Yep.
and I'm having to concentrate on that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if would I get like a sense of can I kind of hone into that and tap to keep track of where Leanna is, or is it just more like I know the spell's up?
You know the spell's up. I don't think you'd have an idea of where the spell is once you've cast it. Leanna?
She's going all in.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check with disadvantage then, please.
I do have inspiration from last session. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but okay. I'm gonna roll an inspiration
Okay. Roll again, please.
because that was a 4. It's 19 and another 19. So that is a 21. It's the best I can do.
Okay. You all see that...
Sorry, hold on. Would it be possible if I could burn a hero point to add points to that? That's one of the things you can use hero points for?
Yeah, it reduces the. If you called it after the roll, it reduces how much it increases by.
It would be after the roll.
1 second.
I think it was a +2 to an already called roll.
Yes. Before the roll, it's a +4, +2 after the roll.
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Where do we have that
Nobody will
document?
help.
Oh no,
again?
sorry.
Yes?
It's a +3.
+3.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes it a 25.
A 25.
No.
Okay.
Yes, 25.
Okay. What did you say, Pim? Sorry.
No, sorry, I was just wondering where we have that document because
It was on the drive, but it's
Oh right.
now just
Sent it,
in.
yeah.
It's okay. I can put the hero points thing in Discord later. Cool. As you begin to move your way towards the front of the crowd, even with your dexterity check, you get to the very front and it is a formed line. You have to move through and move people out the way. You said you're going for it, so you do so. And as two people at the front of the crowd kind of get, like, not shoved, but kind of like moved to one side. Two heads kind of turn to meet each other as they're both kind of being separated. The guard is looking in that direction and begins to walk forward on the stage towards you and puts their hand on their sword.
I'm good to try and sneak away as fast as possible.
Lifts the helm up and goes and points down towards you, or towards your direction. You see that 3 guards from the top of the arena, sorry, the top of the theatre, begin to start coming down the stairs in your general direction on your side. What do you do?
I'm just trying to move as far, like, now that I'm through that line, there's a space that there's no one standing there.
So yeah, there is a space.
Stage?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
So I'm literally just I'm moving as fast as I can to, like, the other side of the stage. Like, the other side of the front of the stage. So they're all congregating to here, and I'm actually over here.
Okay, as you begin to race across the front of the stage, as if to get to the opposite side, as you get to the opposite side, you also see 2 or 3 guards, and all the guards on either side begin to corral down towards the middle of the bowl.
Do I see anywhere I can hide?
Make a perception check.
I don't know, a curtained wing or something, I don't know. Perception. It's an 11.
An 11. The only place that you could feasibly look to try and hide is backstage at this point. So you'd have to climb onto the stage and through into the back.
If that's the only place I can see, then that's what I will try and do.
Okay, so you begin to... How are you going to get onto the stage?
How
are you
high
going to
is it?
climb? I'd say about 10 feet.
Yeah, I could pull myself up on that. So yeah, I just reach up and pull myself up.
Okay, so you pull yourself up. As you're beginning to pull yourself up, you see that the guards and the rest of you, Kyria, Pim, Virgil, and Edivir, you'll see that about 6 guards begin to get to the very front of the crowd and begin just kind of searching that area. Liana, you make me an athletics check.
Disadvantage not?
Nope.
No.
Unless there's a reason for it, like you're exhausted
No,
or
no.
anything, no? Athletics check.
No. It's +2, so that's 17.
A 17. You hoist yourself up onto the stage.
And then I'm looking, like, to the wing, to the backstage area. If there's someone standing right there, I'm just going to move to, like, maybe the back of the stage where there's no one standing. But if there isn't anyone standing in the wing, I'm going to dip into there.
Okay, you look towards where the wings are, and you see that on either side of the wings, kind of stood there, are 2 heavily armed guards of the Stellasta feet, kind of
stand at the back of the stage.
You begin to
Invisible.
walk across the stage, and the floorboards of the stage begin to creak. The 2 guards immediately look to your position, draw their swords, and start marching towards that sound.
I think Han's about to explode.
No, I am, because I can't do anything, because the thing I want to do to get her out of this means dropping concentration.
Yeah, no, don't do
They
that.
begin marching towards you, Liana, with swords drawn.
Get the fuck up.
Can I do anything?
In your head, Virgil, you hear, Virgil, do you still have this silent image illusion spell we can do?
No, it's gone. I can't do it anymore. I can maybe do something else.
As you are all stood and panicked, looking up at the stage, Liana, the invisibility drops.
Wait, what?
As one of the guards step out and hold their hand up and cast a spell in your direction, and your form becomes onto the stage. The guards immediately start charging towards you. As you're holding weapons, you're holding a bag full of weapons, and you have been caught on stage. What do?
I'm gonna run towards the crowd.
You dive off the stage and begin racing into the crowd. As you dive off the stage, there are 3 to 6 guards stood in front of you. As you jump off down onto the stage, there is guards in between you and the crowd.
I'm gonna try to just run through them, like with shoulders barged. I'm just gonna try and run through them. I'm trying to get through the crowd, and like in the direction of the party, but without really acknowledging the party.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I can't fight
I
them.
see her
can't
run
fight
past,
them.
I cast Reduce.
on Liana.
Try and get her to disappear within the crowd, reducing her size. On Liana.
Fucking hell.
Okay, you begin to charge past 2 guards. They are both going to take opportunity attacks against you. The first one is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
The second one is a 17. These are just the die roll, by the way. They are going to be +4, so that's a 21 and a 22, respectively. Okay.
What was the hero speech thing that you did? The first hit.
Wisdom
what?
save advantage and 5 temporary hit points, and then you get the next attack you make has advantage.
The first hit is 11 points of slashing damage. The second is 9, 12 points of slashing damage total. As you get hit twice with these swords. Kyria, you cast Reduce on Liana. Liana's form shrinks. How much does it shrink by? I believe it's just 1 size, right?
It's halved in all dimensions. So I'm hoping it'll put her below the crowd.
So you
Like 4
shrink,
foot, yeah.
yeah,
5 feet. Yeah.
to about 5
Alright.
foot.
Yeah, 4 or 5 feet.
And I'm gonna keep running.
Okay, as you begin to run into the
Kill the
crowd,
thick
the
of the
crowd
crowd.
begins to part as you begin to run at them, and guards begin to chase. People start stepping back and out of your way as you begin to run.
Can I try and like sort of just in the sort of rustle and people pushing against back, can I kind of try and not push back, well, not push them back, but try and kind of stand my ground a bit, so at least people coming in my direction won't be able to get out of the way as much?
Sure, yeah, and people begin to step back towards you, but you just kind of hold firm and kind of, you kind of even
Yeah,
like
I'm
leaning
like-
forward a little bit, and you kind of like go, hey, oh, and kind of not push, but just kind of like you're stepping on me type thing. And
Yeah, as if I don't know what's going on and I've been paying attention to something else, and I'm just like, whoa, 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 kind of thing.
yeah, cool. Liana,
And as I get to where can I see Edivir?
you can try
not that
make
close.
a make a perception check.
Perception. I need to learn these stats. Perception +3, so that is 17.
17. You kind of like look as you're running past, and you do see Edivir in the crowd off to your left. But you have guards chasing you now. You have about 5 guards hot on your heels running after you.
I just have to keep running.
Okay. So you continue running, and you race off towards the back, and as the crowd parts, you get to the back of the theatre. Are you going to continue running out
Well,
of the theatre?
If the guards
Yeah.
are still following, then yeah.
Yeah. You do so. You start racing up the stairs. As you are running up the stairs off to the left, a guard is coming down directly ahead of you.
I'm gonna tell Bark to run after Liana through the crowd.
Okay.
Try and get through the between their feet, and when he gets up to Liana, to teleport her on the other side of the guard.
Okay. There's a fair distance. I don't think Bark would be able to cover that amount of ground, given where you've told me that Bark's now going to start chasing. There is a fair distance. By the time the guard and Liana get to each other, Bark will still be about 30 odd feet before, like, away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good idea, but just a little bit too late in execution, I'm afraid. The guard is coming directly at you, Liana. What do you want to do?
I'm going to run directly at him, and I'm going to try and leap over him. Oh no, I'm tiny. Damn it! I'm going to try and run through his legs.
Okay.
Like kind of skid, like under
Okay.
his legs.
As you get within 5
Mirror's
feet,
edge.
he's going to take an attack and swing his sword down towards you. That is a 16 on the die for a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 12 points of slashing damage. You run through his legs and you're running away, right?
Yep. I'm looking for a place to hide.
Okay, you continue running. You now have 6 guards hot on your heels as you race out of the theatre and off into the high city with 6 guards on your heels. So, the rest of you see that this mass confusion and exodus within the crowd, there is panic. You see that the guards that were stationed at the top, 6 of which have chased off Liana into the high city and are in hot pursuit of Liana, but there is still stationed about 4 or 5 guards who are now making their way down into the bowl to surround this bowl in equidistance away from each other. You see that the guards that were patrolling have now begun to come down towards the bowl as well. You see that the 2 guards on the stage that were in the wings have stepped out now and are on the stage. So there is now 4 guards on the stage. What do the rest of you want to do?
Just trying to. So I'll whisper down to Pim. What the fuck? We have to play it cool. We just have to stick to the plan. Fuck! And I'll try and catch Virgil and Kyria's eyes in the crowd, like sort of as everyone's looking around, and just
as these guards are sort of corralling this group of us that are in the sort of the standing aisle to the bowl here. Does it look like they're trying to end what was going on and sort of clean us out, or just holster everyone in place?
At the moment, they are creating a perimeter around the people. You don't know what their intention is yet.
Right. Looking, yeah. I mean, Virgil will be visibly chewing one of his nails completely off at this point. As he catches Edivir's eyes, assumes Pim is somewhere under the sea of hips, and then looks around wildly to try and see if he can find Kyria, and then I guess we'll just share a look of, well, okay.
But Edivir's look at you guys is very much the same look that he gave you in the alleyway. Yeah. Very much like a don't, kind of like not now kind of thing. Like
as you do that, sort of from a small distance away, you'll just see Virgil kind of just like you'll see a very obvious look in Liana's direction, like kind of just, but Liana, like, what can we do?
He just slowly shakes his head.
He'll just look. From that, he just looks down and starts again chewing a nail.
Okay. As you are all gathered in this place, you hear. 1 second. Come on. There we go.
I'm going to burn 2 hero points to get that second level spell slot back.
Okay, you do so. You hear from either side of the stage the sound of trumpets. Now, I'm not going to do a trumpet noise because my sound effects are... That's it. That's as much as...
Pretty good.
Thank you.
I mean,
and as... Thank you. And as the... Oh, wrong one. That one. As the trumpet sounds echo throughout the theatre, everyone's attention is drawn to the stage. And onto the stage walks some... Thanks, Miko. If I'm not going to do a trumpet noise, proceed to do a perfect trumpet noise. You see some very familiar figures, Edivir.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to change the map, and I will put the map on for the people at home, but we are going to make some changes to this quickly, because things have happened. So, Liana, You are no longer there. Kyria.
Great.
Ediver.
Cool.
And Kim. Virgil.
Oh, no, that's Video Ninja.
So, these individuals have now marched to the bottom of here. One second. Put that guy there. No. You hear the trumpets begin to beckon. On stage, you see a familiar figure of Gideon Malgrave appear. Next to Gideon, on one side, is the port lead ambassador from Solasta that you saw, Edivir. This individual is the heavy armored, slender female, but is wearing a helm on this occasion. This individual needs to duplicate and stand there. And this individual also needs to duplicate and stand here. You hear throughout the crowd, citizens of Windmere, I stand before you today not merely as Gideon Malgrave, but as a fellow resident who deeply cares for the well-being and prosperity of our beloved city. Many of you know me as a humbled merchant by trade, a purveyor of fine goods from across the realm. I have since moved into higher standing within the city, and it is with that wisdom that I wish to bring to our council. Windmere is at a crossroads, but we have the potential to become a beacon for more hope, innovation, and prosperity in these uncertain times. But to do so now, we need leaders who can guide us with integrity, vision, and a steady hand. And it is with these values in mind that I present myself as a candidate for the City Council. Our first priority must be the safety of our citizens, none more so than the events today that have transpired earlier become more and more present. Chris, you got your hand up.
Yeah. Can I, once the speech begins, can I begin scanning the fringes for Garrick?
You
See if he is in attendance.
Maybe a perception check.
Sure. Ooh, it's good.
I thought you were just going to no monologuing.
no, I specifically put my hand up so as not to interrupt the monologue. 19, sorry.
19. You begin to survey the crowd.
Yeah, just very slowly, kind of just glancing over my shoulder every now and then.
Recent events that have transpired even today act as an example as to why our borders have left many of our families feeling vulnerable. As a council member, I will champion the fortification of our defences and the bolstering of our city guard with the help of our good friends from the Isle of Solasta. However, given recent events that have transpired today, we will be moving our schedule up. I thank you, good people of this city, but you will hear from me soon. And he begins to turn and walk towards the back of the stage.
I'm just going to shout, "Liar!"
Okay. You shout liar, and people in the crowd look towards you. The guard and even the emissary from Solasta just immediately, eyes pointed towards you. It kind of slows Gideon's pace, but doesn't stop him.
I am going to also shout out, "Liar!" And I'm going to begin to try and incentivize the people around me.
Yeah.
I want to basically try and get a heckle going.
Protect our borders, you're the one that let him in!
Okay. Persuasion.
You're the reason these people are here!
Persuasion check, Kyria. Let's try and rouse people.
From the crowd looking to the two of them, Virgil is going to look to the stage and just goes, "It was your warehouse that was distributing the drugs into this city."
25.
25.
Woo!
You hear a couple of people, only a couple for now, go, "Yeah! You fucking Lamia! We love the old council!" And another one go, "Yeah! Fuck you!"
Mickey Mouse is in the crowd.
How high can he get?
I can't. That's the best female voice I can do. Shouting.
Invasion, huh?
You
Dread
see
Sultan's
that
a tyrant.
as Gideon gets towards the back, the ambassador begins to exit, and this individual steps to here as they begin to exit the stage.
If as Virgil's looking over to us shouting, I'll just give him a nod and then look over to Kyria. Give them a nod. And I will start approaching closer to the stage and unwrapping my head.
Okay, Edivir, you can now move your token. Pim, you can move your token. Kyria, you can move your token if you like as well.
Step
There you
around
go.
this skeleton here.
Virgil, you can wait because you keep banging your boom out. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You can have full control of your token as well.
I need to go and do a very nervous wee.
Okay.
As Kyria begins to walk forward as well, still disguised, and raises their voice. The so-called criminals with bounties on their heads, those who the SBC and Crownsguard and Malgrave himself claim to be responsible for the outbreak of Flux, are nothing but a smokescreen covering for Gideon Malgrave's allegiance with the Dread Sultan. He is the one responsible. The satyr, by the name of Kyriatos, arrested for attempted grave robbing, a sentence that should be met with fewer than 10 years imprisonment, was set to get life or the death penalty. The human, accused of blowing up a building in the higher city, was framed for a crime he didn't commit. The Genasi, a scholar whose desire to save his community from a fatal illness drove him to the restricted section of a library that resulted in drastic, yes, but accidental consequences. That's not to mention the halfling, a young boy searching for his parents, trying to help out a local farmer with his animals who were under the influence of Flux and out of control. These people had no intent to cause ill will against the city of Windmere. The same cannot be said about Malgrave. He is the orchestrator of this chaos. He is the reason the Dread Sultan is at our door. I'm raising my voice above the hubbub of the crowd, trying to direct it at Gideon and make as many people hear it as possible.
Okay. As you do that, firstly, you can have inspiration, because that was really good.
Thanks.
Very, very good. Gideon kind of turns, looks, and sees you, and kind of like looks to the crowd, and this wash of shock on his face that you're here. And as he sees you, Kyria, and as he sees you, Edivir, kind of shocked, but then kind of realizes that his position and goes, "Ah, it seems that you come here today with grave accusations. Let me first acknowledge your dedication to the truth and your unwavering commitment to the safety of our good city. Windmere needs individuals like you, vigilant, courageous, and determined. However, I must address these allegations directly, for they strike not only at me, but at the very heart of what I work tirelessly to achieve for this city.
You mean
You
the Elysium
claim-
Alchemical Company? The warehouse where the drugs were distributed that you own, Malgrave.
You claim that I have ulterior motives, that my
Then let's
intentions are not as noble as they appear. Let me assure you that every action that I have taken and every decision that I have made has been for the interest of Windmere. I invite you and all the citizens here to review the records of my dealing, for I have nothing to hide.
Your assurance means
Transparency.
nothing. We don't believe what you have to say.
As he says he has nothing to hide, using thaumaturgy to make his voice boom 3 times as louder than normal, Virgil will step forward to reveal himself as well, and sort of coming forward, he goes, "If you have nothing to hide, Malgrave, then how about we have a little honest conversation on the stage here?"
Maybe
Where I'm stood.
Yeah.
From where I am stood, I can do it. I'll try my best. Yeah, 60 feet. Walking towards him, doing my best. I am going to bring up an arcane circle and zone of truth around him and everyone within the 15-foot sphere circle around him.
I am casting Detect Thoughts on Malgrave.
If I see anyone who, any kind of one who looks like they might be trying to cast any magic to prevent this, I'm going to summon 2 daggers and throw them at them.
Now. Detect magic. Detect thoughts on him, Kyria.
Yep.
What's the save?
I'm not probing yet. I just want surface thoughts right now.
Okay, surface thoughts are... Now is not the time. These fuckers are a thorn in my side and will be dealt with swiftly.
These fuckers
To
are a thorn in
you.
my side and will be dealt with swiftly, is what he just thought, if any of you were interested.
Callous accusations, but I implore you, noble adventurers, I offer this challenge. Work with me, not against me. Let us investigate.
We got screwed over. You employed us to deal with Flux, the Flux that you created. And now our heads are on the table because you used us as pawns. You used these people as pawns. You've used every single one as pawns for your power, your greed. Tell me, Malgrave, where's the rest of the council if you're here? Where are they now?
Let's hear you deny it.
The
Rather than
council...
speaking around it, let's hear you deny it.
The council are where they should be, in the council hall.
That's not true. They're outside the council hall. At least one of them.
As far as I'm aware, they are all where they should be, in the council hall. Look, now is not the time for this. And he kind of like turns and...
When is the time?
Passive...
Deny it in front of all these people. They've
Make
heard
me-
the accusation, now let's let them hear the denial.
Make me an insight check, Pim.
Did
Ediver,
zone
make a
truth
persuade.
go off?
Yeah, it did. Make me a persuasion check, please. Persuasion check, please, Ediver.
Okay.
25.
25. You can
Natural
see
19.
that he kind of like looks back towards the Sultan and nods his head.
What are you and the Sultan planning on doing next?
I got a 19.
19.
Oh, sorry, an 18 because it's
An 18. Okay. Until next time, fair citizens. And he puts a hand up and begins to walk. And as he does, Sultan begins to move his hand in a circular
Hold
motion
person.
on the stage.
I'm throwing a smoke bomb on the stage.
You throw a smoke grenade, hold person. Okay, what's the save?
14.
I rolled a 16 on the die, my apologies. As the Sultan, you see a portal begin to form on the stage, and the Sultan holds his hand, and Gideon begins to walk through it.
Okay, well, as soon as he starts to try back away, as soon as that grenade leaves my hand onto the stage, I'm trying to get up onto the stage.
Yeah, I'm also trying to get up on the stage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same.
you
Want me to?
race towards the front, and you all four begin to run to the stage.
I will fire a walloping bolt at the Sultan.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
As I'm running, I'm screaming, what kind of innocent man would run away from proper questioning by the people that he's willing to take charge over?
Yeah, kind of hopping onto that, Kyria's main focus of the stage is to stand and address everybody. And it's saying, the person who claims to be so in touch with the people, who claims to disguise himself in the streets so he can see what's going on, what the hubbub is about, refuses to sit and answer our questions. He refuses to stay and be truthful. Instead, he avoids, he deters any incursion that comes his way. That is not someone you want to be elected as a city council member. none of this would be happening without him. He is the instigator here.
Okay.
22.
22 to hit. It does hit. Roll me some damage.
Okay, and he has to make a strength saving throw.
Yep. That is a 12 on the die.
It's only a 10 DC,
Yeah.
unfortunately. The damage is only 5 points of damage.
5.
Oh, no, sorry. Wait. Oh, yeah, it's a D6. 5 points of damage.
And he keeps the concentration. As you begin to race onto the stage, Gideon disappears. This guard starts beginning to move forward, and so does this one, and this one here. You all race to the stage and begin to climb up.
This motherfucker.
Okay.
Should I demark where my smoke grenade is? Because I was just center
Yes.
stage, basically. So I would be sort of on the cusp of it now.
Okay. What's the... Oh, not measure. Draw. It's a circle.
It's a grenade.
I don't know why that's done a square.
20-foot radius. Is that right?
20 foot, yeah.
Wait. Smoke grenade, satchel, grenade, smoke bomb. 30 foot. Sorry, because I'm using my my
30
abilities.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move this and you just tell me where you'd like it. So you want it there, right? Like right
Yeah.
in the middle.
Let me go over to Abo. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But so I'm standing at the edge of the stage right now. I'm in.
Yep. Okay, so you're in it.
Yeah. So sort of the edge of it, literally on the edge of the stage. There.
Yep. Cool. Okay. So you climb up.
Mhm.
Kyria, you also climb up, you said? You were climbing up,
Yeah.
so you do as well. Pim, you said you were climbing up, and you did as well, Virgil.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like everybody to roll me initiative, please.
Initiative counts as a skill check, right? So it's disadvantage.
Yes.
Really warm.
Same.
Okay. 1 second. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh God.
Did I spot Garrick at any point?
You did not.
Bloody bureaucrats.
Okay, 1 second.
This is coming off.
Okay,
Don't do my-
Kyria, what did you roll?
13.
Edivir,
14.
Virgil,
8.
8, Pim,
12.
12. Thank you. As you begin to climb up, at the top of initiative is this individual.
So, one small thing. As part of my running onto the stage, the smoke grenade is a bonus action.
Yep.
And as I leapt up, could I have used my action in that to have taken the dodge action as I entered the smoke?
No, because you fired your crossbow.
That's true.
Yeah. Otherwise, I may have allowed it, but you can't do a lot of these things, so it... Yeah,
No,
unfortunately
I
not. Wait till you turn.
completely forgot I shot it.
It's cool. Top of the initiative is this individual here next to you, this armed guard. Next to you, Kyria. They can see you because you're not quite in the smoke. They are going to try and attempt to attack you with their greatsword. That is going to miss with the greatsword. As they woof and just misjudge you as you climb up and stay low. It swings above your head. Edivir, you're up.
Okay. I'm running. Could I feasibly sort of move around this person? Bonus action stealth within the fog?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. That is 22.
22, cool. It is lightly obscured, but I'll allow you to roll that stealth check to kind of give you that advantage. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'll duck down into the smoke.
You also have
and-
inspiration gifted by Ruth, by the way.
Oh, wait, I already had it, but thank you. And I will take. Sorry, I'm stressed. Okay.
I'm also, for the sake of you guys, I'm going to draw a small portal here. That circle is the portal. Oh god.
It's still open.
Yep. The portal is still open.
Okay. Well, the smoke ends at the end of my turn anyway. So
Okay.
So yeah, then scimitar comes out. Oh no, wait! I don't have a fucking scimitar. Bollocks!
No.
Brace with flying daggers.
Yep.
Given that I am stealthed now, I will try to move away.
Okay. So they will get.
You're mobile.
Yeah, you have mobile feet anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Oh yeah. So no, yeah. Well, I need to attack them for that to work. But,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, fine. I'll just do braces of flying daggers. 2 daggers. Shock.
Okay, who are you attacking? The individual you're next to? Anyone else, it would be disadvantaged because you're in the smoke.
Yes. That motherfucker.
Okay, cool. Oh shit, I need to give them all like hit points and stuff as well, don't I?
Ruth said, I lost track of who had inspiration and figured you'd get in a pickle.
Oh, I'm in one. That is so the first one was an 18 plus 6, 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay. 26. What is it? It's D6, isn't it? Just making sure. Yes, it is. No, it's a D4. 2 plus 4, 6 points of damage, plus 3, 2, plus 5, 11 points of damage.
On the first attack?
On the first attack. Second attack, which is not a stealth attack, that's only a 10 to hit.
A 10 misses, unfortunately. Okay. That's bonus action, hide, attack, movement left. But you do have hero points and stuff if you want to use them.
Yep. I will move here.
Okay.
And then I will move here.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
I'm baiting an opportunity attack from this guy, basically.
Okay, so the first opportunity attack didn't hit because you don't get one from the first movement, but the second one you do.
Yeah.
It's a natural 1, though it misses entirely as he whips.
Oh yeah, I just
smoke.
I just kind of go past him and just flick my scarf over him so that he turns around and makes a wild strike, and then I move away just to spend his reaction in case we go.
Excellent. Cool.
I'll stop just short of here, so I'll stop there, and at the end of my turn, the smoke goes away.
Excellent. Kiri, you're up.
Okay, so the smoke's gone now.
Smoke's gone.
As my action...
The smoke's gone,
going...
yeah?
Yeah. End of my next turn. And that was the previous turn that I did it, so...
as my action, I'm going to shift my focus on Detect Thoughts now that Malgrave has gone to the Sultan.
Ooh,
okay. So
I want to keep a beat on what he's planning to do. I want to get a beat on that.
Okay, is it an action or bonus action to move the spell?
It's an action to move it.
So you... Well, hold on. Would Detect Thoughts... What's the range on that?
It's 30 feet, but it's a concentration spell, so I'm still
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was just... When he moved through the portal, if that connection dropped, that's fine. Just working through, don't worry. I know everyone's highly beat right now, don't worry. I'm not trying to stop you guys from doing stuff, I just need to make sure it's right in my head for what's happening, okay? We're good. Cool, you move the spell onto the Sultan, and you hear, come on, I can't hold it for long.
I'm just gonna call out, oh god, I'm gonna look at Edivir.
Yep.
And I'm gonna point to the Sultan, and I'm just gonna like, he's waiting for Malgrave to get something.
You don't know that.
Well,
I know. Yeah. Cool.
Bonus action, I am going to I'm gonna get a tale from beyond ready. See what it is. Full. Yeah, so I close my eyes, seeing this figure in front of me, and just kind of the slight, like when Kira was kind of flitting in and out of consciousness, that the weird, almost like movement of transparency of tingles up their arm, and I can immediately oh no, hang on, it's an action to choose a creature. So I've got Tale of the Runaway stored and banked.
Okay, and that's a bonus action to do that,
It's
right?
a bonus action to get it ready.
Yep.
I am going to...
And this is Tales from Beyond, right?
Tales from Beyond, yeah. Do I move? Do I risk Do I risk the opportunity?
So Tales from Beyond is an action, right?
An action to assign it to a creature. It's a bonus action to get it ready. So while holding, so you can use a bonus action to expend one of your bardic inspiration and roll on the spirit table, and then you can only retain a tale at a time. And then as an action,
Okay.
can assign it to a creature.
Yeah, sweet. That's fine. Cool.
I'm not assigning it to anyone. I'm just holding it.
Holding it. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to. Sorry, guys. I'm just very stressed. No, it'd be multiple opportunity attack. I'm good. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stay place.
Okay. Next in initiative order is the Sultan individual here. The ambassador. They are going to take the dodge action and are going to call out, I don't have much time! Get through the portal now!
Who's he looking at when he says that?
He is looking at the guards and this individual specifically.
His wife.
Okay.
Kill her.
Okay.
Priorities done.
Yes.
Next, Pim.
3 questions.
You get 2.
Oh,
I get
I'm
2.
joking.
Okay.
I'm joking.
count.
3 questions.
Yeah.
Is the portal see-through or is it opaque?
Opaque.
As in, so there's no, you can't see anything
No.
beyond what's on the other side.
Nope.
Okay, cool. That answered all my 3 questions.
Okay, cool.
He made it count.
I've not put Bark on, have I? Oh, mind you, Bark's on the other end of the bloody thing, isn't he?
yeah, he's a ways away.
Yeah, Bark's like over
Oh wait,
here.
no, you didn't end up sending him, did you? So he would have been where you were stood.
Yeah, I did end up sending him, but I wasn't in time.
Oh right, okay.
He's currently running after me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to push you, Pim. Kim?
Kip.
You? Bye? No, I'm joking. You,
What is your action?
I need your action, bonus action, and movement, please.
Okay, well in that case, action, I'm gonna cast... hope this works out of it. I'm gonna cast Entangle in front of the portal.
In front of the portal?
Yeah, so that
Okay.
the Sultan and the
Oh.
closest guards can't pass through.
Okay, what's the range of it?
20 foot square.
I am not very good at doing squares. Fuck's sake. Alright, there we go.
And then move it up a little bit so that it catches.
You can catch one or the other.
Okay, let's catch the Sultan and that person, yeah.
Okay. You cast Entangle.
Yeah.
Okay, do they have to make any saves, or is it at the start of their turn?
They need to make saves, yeah.
Okay, what's the save?
14 strength.
14. The Sultan fails. The guard passes with a natural 20.
Do I need to
Okay.
do that?
You will, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength save.
Yep.
Ooh. Hey, I got 19 on the dice.
Nice. Excellent.
Plus
Okay, so
nothing.
so that's your action, Pim. Bonus action and movement.
I'm gonna move up. So 5, 10, 15. Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20.
So you would have to make a strength save as well, right?
No,
No, you
this is
don't.
only when I cast it. As soon as I move through, it's just half movement.
Perfect, thank you. Anything else from you?
I think bonus action for Bark to keep going after Liana.
Okay, cool. Next in initiative is this individual here who managed to make the save. Is going to move 5 feet that way, or 10 feet, and attempt to hit you, Edivir. That is... oh, that's an 18. I thought it was a 13. 18 on the die.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, 6, 9. That is... Fucking hell, math. 12 points of slashing damage with that attack.
Okay.
Next in initiative order is the individual stood right next to you, Virgil. He is also going to try and attack you. That misses with a 7 on the die as they swing wildly and you just move swiftly out of the way.
Comes up and just like throws him off guard ever so slightly, but it works.
And you are next in the initiative order. I need a nervous wee-wee.
Okay.
Tell me what you're doing now. I've still got my headset on.
All right.
What are we doing?
Oh, I don't really know.
Right.
Freaking out, to be honest.
Are we going through or are we closing the portal? What are we doing?
I know what I've got an idea, so I'm gonna wait for him to get back because I need more confirmation than just the chair. So.
Chair stream.
The chair is all powerful. And if anything, it probably knows more about D&D than me at this point. So,
absorb the essence of the DM. So, having deflected the blow from the shield, like the sword swing that had come in, Virgil is going to look to the stage at everyone on there. Look to the guard in front of him, and I'm going to turn to address all the people in the crowd currently stood looking at this scene. I want to use thaumaturgy to enhance my voice 3 times, to change the color of my eyes to like a palish white, kind of sort of almost like divine nature, and make the ground tremble ever so slightly.
okay.
I'm going to turn and I'm going to look to the people of Windmere. I'm just going to go, people of Windmere, what you see before you are 4 individuals persecuted for crimes that they did not commit. These people wish to slay us now. We are the only ones standing between you and complete and utter domination by the people of Celasta, the ones who have come to your home, your streets, and invaded. I ask of you now, please help us. We may die here now, we may become martyrs, but you must fight. You must stop them. Take your home back. Become the unseen servants you are supposed to be, and join us now.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Yes.
Basically, I'm trying to rally these guys to start like crowding the guards and really paying attention to what they're doing, because if they start striking us down, shit. So,
Persuasion check with advantage.
yep, on it. Persuasion. With advantage. Okay, that's good. We want that. We definitely want that. That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay, so that's your action. You have a bonus action and movement if you would so wish to use it.
I am not going to move. I'm going to hold myself in place and basically goad these guards into trying to strike me, because it's basically proving my point.
Yeah.
So Virgil is just going to sort of stand, hands up,
Okay.
and do nothing and just wait. He's basically trying to rally the people by showing them that they're just going to kill people
Okay.
without due process.
Cool.
Potentially.
I was just having a look through your spell list, then I was like, oh, you don't have the best cleric spell, but it's fine. I didn't know if you had Sanctuary on. I was like, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect at this point.
Hindsight
That's cool.
2020.
That's cool. Excellent.
That's my entire action.
Okay. The guard next to you, Pim.
Yep.
Is going to attempt to hit you. It's a 16 on the die, so it'll be a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Why am I blind? There we go. For 11 points of slashing damage to you, Pim.
Okay.
Last in initiative is this individual here, who is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. That's right, Pim, right?
Yep.
Yep.
10 feet per...
Yeah. We got it. The top of initiative. Virgil, your words ring out into the theatre. You see members of the crowd look left, look right. Some look more courageous than others, but a lot of the crowd look awash with fear. However, what you all see is a single black feather float down into
Here he is.
the
Here he is.
middle of the stage. I'm trying to find his token, but I can't.
I'm out of the hour. I need you.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? 1 second. Where the fuck is... Oh, he's there, he's there, he's there. I think this is him. Kaboof. As the raven, Finian, drops onto the stage, looks at you, Virgil, and goes, I mean, that was very good. But you're not the only ones. Now!
Oh,
As you all look up and out into the crowd, Kyria,
Yeah.
at the top, at the back here. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. She's not that big.
Oh my god, she's huge!
You see
There again!
more. You see Essen.
Yes!
You see one individual with them. I have to drop it here and then move them, but you see one individual with them.
Ooh, who's this guy?
Edivir,
Ooh,
you see this individual. Oh my god, I keep having to drop them over here.
that's fine. Oh yeah.
This individual.
Wait, I need to see that. Point that one again. Oh yeah.
These two. And you also see this guy. The guy from the bar.
Hell yeah, dude.
Donned in armor. Heading
Nice.
down. Him. You spot over here. Oh my god, I keep having to drop him in different places.
It's fine.
Over here. I'll zoom in for everyone at home in just a second, don't worry. You see Thalia. And you see two other druidic individuals next to them. So, for those at home, you see more Essen and this individual here.
My mama's.
You see down
Mommy's
here,
home.
fuck this guy off. You see this individual here, who is the man from the bar that you met earlier today. And over here, you see Thalia and two other druidic looking individuals as they all begin to rush into the theatre and start colliding with the armed warriors of the Solasta fleet. The raven at the top of initiative turns, goes, draws 2 daggers, looks at you all and goes, "Have you lost him already? Why don't we go fucking find him?" And throws 2 daggers out. One at this individual here, and the other at this individual here. The first one's a nat 20!
Nice.
And the second one is, it's a 13 for a... Oh, that'll still hit. So, the first one is... 12 plus 4, 16 points of damage on the big bad.
Fuck yeah.
The second one is only a single, so it's 3, that's 7 points of damage on 1, 2, 3, number 3. This dude, 7 points of damage. Looks at you, Edivir. Takes 1 step. Changes form using their bonus action and flies through the portal.
Oh, going in.
Oh, by the way, the entangle spell is not up anymore because I failed my constitution.
That's fine. It's still cool. It's still cool that he did that.
Yeah.
still pretty cool. Guard 4, seeing Thalia race down here, as well as 2 other druids start racing down, will ignore you entirely, Kyria, jump off the stage and begin racing up and attempt to start hitting this druid here. Misses, but begins to run. But you do get an opportunity attack if you wish. You have an unarmed strike, I think, is probably
let's punch him.
Yeah.
Let's punch him. Why not? I'm pissed off. That's a nat 1.
And that one
Oh no.
misses anyway. Edivir, you're up.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
I believe we said that all of my stuff required to create satchel charges is no longer with me. Is that right? Even though it's
Correct.
just an ability that I have. Okay. Fine.
Correct.
That's cool. That's cool. Roleplay matters.
Yeah.
Okay then. 2 daggers
Yeah.
appear in my hands. First one goes at the guy right in front of me. Second one goes at Armor Friend.
Yeah.
So the first one would be disadvantage. Oh, fuck! It's a nat 20.
Oh.
Oh, it's another nat 20! That's never happened to me before.
Nice.
Let's fucking go. Okay, so the guy immediately in front of me.
Yeah.
It's not sneak attack though, is it? But never mind. So they take.
It is.
Oh.
It is.
Why?
Why?
Because you have advantage because of motivational speech.
Oh, I got hit.
You did. Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, so it wouldn't matter because both nat 20s.
It's
Yeah.
just my next attack. So yeah, it's finally a crit sneak attack. 25 fucking sessions. Okay, so that was 4 doubled to 8 plus 4, 12 plus 10, 22 plus Cox plus 1. So 24.
24. Roll me a d20, please.
Okay. It's only a 4.
Okay. The strike to the foe's kneecap deal an additional 1d4 damage. With this strike, the foe suffers a minus 10 feet penalty to its speed until healed. But it doesn't.
It's another 4.
But it doesn't matter because as you, the dagger just straight into the forehead of this individual, and they drop dead.
You need to roll again for the other one, though, unfortunately, since it was advantage.
Yeah.
So the second dagger just straight between the slits of the helmet of his helmet, goes in, lodges there, and as he sort of drops down, Edivir's just staring at the armored person, with the other dagger in his hand. He grabs the red cloak and just tears it off and throws it towards the crowd, and then turns to his fellow Milanites, just 2 big pumps on the tattoo. For the Everbloom! And throw the other dagger at armored lady.
Sick. Go ahead and roll to hit, please.
23 to hit.
Nice.
23 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Another 4 on the dice, so it's only 8 points of damage, but
8. It's still better. Excellent. Okay, so that's your action.
yeah, that's my action. And once that's all done,
Yep.
I'm going to look to my fellow unseen servants and I'm going to say, we can still finish this. And he turns and he runs through the portal.
Okay, Edibir runs through the portal and disappears through the other side. Kyria, you're up.
Okay, as my action, I'm going to assign my Tale of the Runaway to myself, and you see kind of Kyria's form just begin to like increase in pace slightly, just like jittery movements and stuff like that. And they kind of concentrate and they look to Virgil and Pim, and we can all immediately use our reactions to teleport 30 feet.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
That's so clutch.
Shit. Okay.
But as I do, I turn to everyone, especially looking at Moore and Essen, and I just shout, "We are you, and you are us." And go
Fuck
forward.
yeah, I love that.
And you bamf and straight through the portal. It's all right. We're good.
I'm getting blurry-eyed, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So you move. Go.
Yep. And those two have 30 feet. Just teleport.
The Sultan turns on their reaction, so they can use the reaction whenever, right?
Yeah.
They can use it now if they wish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Before we move to the next.
Teleport, babies.
Yeah, if that's what we can do, straight
Yeah.
through.
Woof, woof. You both disappear through the portal. Holy shit, guys.
Oh my god.
What's Leanna up
Holy
to right now?
Shit. Leanna is running through the high city.
Yeah.
Being chased by 6 guards at this point, I'm afraid.
And the little tree trunk.
Yeah.
I'm only small.
You
Like
step
Grogu
through.
running after the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You step through. And you are all teleported elsewhere in the high city.
Okay.
For a free point of inspiration or a free hero die, can anyone tell me where you think you've just been teleported to?
Malgraves Manor.
I'll go with out.
Okay. Any other guesses?
Oh no, Sky Shard Crystal.
Oh.
I was going to say the crystal too.
I'm gonna bet the council chamber that they blocked off.
Council Chamber, Malgraves Manor, Crystal, Virgil.
I'm going to say the Arcane Tower.
Arcane Tower. As you all step through, and Finian is stood there, 2 daggers in hand, kind of like that, ready. You all, Avengers style, step through the portal behind him.
On your left.
Yeah. And in front of you is cracked earth, shattered cobblestone paving, the Sky Shard Crystal in front of you, Malgrave 20 feet ahead of you with 2 guards on either side and 2 other Celastan guards on another 10 feet on either side of him. You see that he's looking up at the crystal, back to you. Finian turns to all of you and goes, "Ready when you are."
Malgrave!
Kind of turns and looks towards us. You're far more industrious than I gave you credit for. Well,
No monologue.
here we are.
Oh, here it comes.
I think it's a bit too late for that, isn't it? But there again, it's a bit too late for everything. Your efforts are valiant, don't get me wrong, but feeble, weak. All this time you thought that you were in control of your own actions, running round this city for the greater good. Oh no, how naive you really are. As if anyone would break you out of prison out of the goodness of their own heart. No, you are a means to an end. Scapegoats. Worthless mules that could be squished under the boot of my heel. The heel of my boot.
Why are you saying this as though this isn't something we've already figured out? Malgrave?
Big words for someone who's running away. Your plan is already showing cracks. The damage is done.
Oh. You want to see cracks? Okay. And he just raises his hand. You all have a free action, but only one action at this point. As he raises a hand and just throws his hand down. Okay, you cast silence.
There's cast silence around him. There's no just silence.
Okay, is there a save?
Nope.
No, okay, you silence the area around him by 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That is your action.
How far away from him am I?
30 feet.
Good, that's exactly how far away I wanted to be. Geyser.
Okay, so you begin to get... that's in your satchel, which is with Liana.
It's just in my equipment. I gave Liana my... is it in my satchel?
Your bag.
You told me the last...
in my backpack. You are right. Yeah.
So
Okay,
have another
great.
think. I'll come back to you in a second. Think of something else you want to do. Kyria?
Walloping arrow. Okay, fine.
Right.
Okay, no, walloping. You want to fire a walloping arrow? Cool. Go ahead and roll me to hit, please.
I mean... Is it cocked?
You do have inspiration from
Very
Ruth if you want to roll it again anyway.
It was a natural 20, but it was just very slightly cocked. But fine. Yeah, fine. I'll take that inspiration on this roll. Okay, not bad. So 14 plus 6, I think. So dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Go ahead and roll me some damage. As you do so, Kyria, what would you like to do?
Ray of Sickness.
Is there a save on that?
I need to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
It's 4 points of damage. He has to make a DC 10 strength save.
He rolled a 13 on the strength, on the die.
19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
Okay, and now I need a Constitution saving throw.
He fails to save.
Amazing. He's poisoned.
Okay.
Should have let you go first. Sorry.
It's alright. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 points of poison damage.
Okay. Pim.
Oh, Jesus, sorry.
Pim. Out of
Yep.
curiosity, your spellcasting focus was your staff, was it?
Nope.
No? Okay.
It was
good.
one of them
Okay, fine.
because I have my wand.
Okay, good.
And I still have my broken pan flute.
Fuck for that.
Okay, Pim.
Fuck it, this is the end game, right?
Hell yeah, buddy.
Do it. Come
Yeah.
on.
Guiding bolt.
Let's go.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll to hit. Is it
And
with
since I
advantage
got
because he's
hit-
poisoned?
No,
No?
but
No,
since
no.
I got hit by the guard, I have advantage.
Yeah, but you have advantage with
You do, yeah, you have advantage, so go ahead and roll to hit.
Motivational.
motivation speech.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yours would have been with advantages. Oh no, he didn't hit you, did he, Kyria? You're good. You didn't take any damage, did you? Because it missed.
I missed.
No.
No, that one. That's 23.
23 will hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
One more.
Come on.
Imagine if we just kill him. It's like,
21 points.
21 points.
Nice.
Nice.
Another guy.
Big.
6, 5, 4.
Big money.
That's guiding bolt as well, so that sets up Raven for his attacks.
Yeah, advantage.
Raven.
Raiden.
Oh, he's Raiden. It's like Mortal Kombat.
Raiden, yeah. Lightning bolt from.
Okay. As you fire the guiding bolt, the crossbow bolt, and the ray of sickness, you see Gideon's hand go woof, down before being hit with a guiding bolt, a walloping bolt, and a ray of sickness. And he flies back, hits the ground, clutching at his chest, looks up and goes, "It's already too late." As the ground beneath your feet begins to rumble with a low and ominous growl, the air around you thickens with tension. Before your eyes, the ground begins to crack, revealing the base of the sky shard crystal as it begins to glow with an otherworldly luminescent light. The gigantic iron chains begin to slowly pull up with the sound like grinding bones, and as the crystal ascends, its radiant light illuminates the space around you with a dazzling array of this light, luminous blue. The chains clink and clatter, casting an eerie symphony as the crystal is hoisted higher and higher. And then, with a final resounding clang, the crystal itself comes to a halt, hovering above the ground. Its base has been pulled straight from the earth. And for a moment, everything in the world stands still. The only thing is the pulse of the light coming from the crystal growing brighter and more intense. Suddenly, a crack down the surface of the crystal, spider webbing outwardly in an intrinsic pattern.
Can't be good.
Oh dear.
Just when you think all is lost, there is a huge emittance of light. This huge shine of blue light kind of washes out from the crystal and through, past you, into you, across and outwards into the city. As you shield your eyes for a moment from this very bright light and you adjust to it, you see a figure. A figure hovering 5 feet from the crystal, 10 to 15 feet tall. Its form shimmering and shifting, almost too bright to look at directly. Its eyes are what you perceive to be eyes, lock onto yours with an intensity that is unmatched. The presence is overwhelming, like a force that's being pressed down on you. As they begin to float down to the ground, the light that it is emitting begins to fade. Not entirely, but not so that it hurts to look at, revealing their form. They seem almost human-like. They have whitened, pale-ish skin, are wearing what appears to be a hunter's jacket, flowing and billowing. There is a mop of black hair with a white streak down the hair. As you all look, and you, as players, will know
wait, what?
this.
Wait, you've got the marker.
As characters, you do not have a clue who this is, but as players, your characters are looking on the visage of Michael.
Shut up!
Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no fucking way.
What do you mean?
Okay.
As Michael,
Really?
from the Fallen campaign, appears.
Marselius.
Marselius appears in front of the unseen servant. And a voice echoes out. Who dares disturb the sanctity of the crystal? Speak, or prepare to be judged. And that is where we're going to draw the mid-season finale to an end.
Kidding me?
What do you mean Marsilius is here?
Why is Marselius in Aerilon?
Are you okay, Evan?
Where are we on the timeline? What the fuck is going on? No!
Michael, or Marselius, is the guardian of the Skyshard Crystal in Windmere, in Aerilon.
What?
Are we like way in the future right now or something like that? I have no idea what's going on.
This revelation changes everything, I think, for you guys, because...
Yeah.
So,
Just a bit.
at the very start of this campaign, I told you guys that Campaign 2 and Campaign 1 will intersect in Campaign 3 in a big way. This is the start of that journey. We are 25 episodes into Aerilon: A Destined Journey. We have many, many, many more episodes left to go. This is the precipice of the grandest adventure that I could come up with in my imagination palace. It has been a genuine pleasure of mine being the Dungeon Master for this stint of Aerilon: A Destined Journey. I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys as players for giving everything to this campaign so far. It has been arguably the best time I've ever had at a D&D table. This campaign took me a long time to create, has taken me even longer to try and perfect. It is with a little bit of sadness that I depart from the Dungeon Master chair for a little while, but it is with an air of excitement that I look forward to our next adventure, which is Sins of the Peacekeeper, which kicks off next Tuesday. I want to thank everybody who has been an avid watcher of this campaign so far. Please tune in with us next week. Before
Evan's
I know.
reeling.
But we have got a little bit of time. We're not going to depart anytime soon. So I'm going to come to each of you. I just want your parting thoughts as we leave this where it is for now. Dan. So, what is your parting thoughts? What are you kind of like leaving behind as we jump out of this for now?
I don't really have thoughts. It's more just the theories of emotions, and I don't know. I'm not the most outwardly expressive individual, but inside I'm going, well, what? And now I'm trying to corkboard, put strings to photographs of characters and where they should be and why are they here and why is Mike in front of me? Another what to do is go, Mike, why is he here?
Okay.
So surprised, and I need to find out what's going on, and now I have to wait, and it's like knowing there's a present in front of me. I can't touch it.
Fair enough. Han?
I think that, we've had some intense D&D sessions in the past, but the height of my emotions during that last, after the break, honestly, I was worried I was going to have a heart attack. That was a lot. Can I just say, Dan, you have done such a fantastic job. And you can tell so much how in your element you are with this homebrew world of your creation. And it has been an absolute pleasure to play this bumblefuck of a character for the past few months. And I can't wait to pick them up again in 6 months' time.
You are more than welcome. I'm having a lot of fun. This is fun for me. Natalie?
Yeah, well, what Han said, realistically, this campaign has been one of the best campaigns I've ever played in, and that's all down to you. And I can't wait to see where the fuck Leanna is and how she will get on in 6 months' time.
Amazing. Thank you. Chris? I'm coming to you last ever because I think you need a little bit of time to process, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, this has been such a cool story so far to play in. The characters that everyone's bought have been really, really cool. There's some real departures from what we're used to seeing from everyone, and despite that, this group has gelled on a personal level, like in terms of our characters. I think possibly more than any of our other parties ever have. These guys really feel, you know, very, very personally connected and really caring about each other in a way that is beyond the whole, like, you're playing D&D, so you're all in a party and you're all friends. Like, I feel like these characters have already really grown and been through so much together that I can't wait to see, and the bonds that they've built together, the little kind of in-jokes and the NPCs in the world that have lent to that. Like, Dan, really, you really know how to pepper in the backstory stuff in a very satisfying way, so that it doesn't feel like it's pulling away from the main story of the campaign. It just seasons it perfectly, and the characters that we've all written for this, it's been incredible. Really, really incredible. I didn't think I would be this frustrated at not being able to continue this coming out of it, because I've just been overshadowed by the excitement that I have to start DMing for you guys. And it's really just hitting me now how upset I am that we're not playing this campaign next week, but I can't wait to come back to it. And I can't wait for us to start a new journey next week.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Evan, you okay there, buddy?
Sorry, thoughts and opinions on the campaign
Yeah, please.
or this moment?
Either, whatever you feel like
I was
saying.
going through your head, buddy.
Nothing that I can say on Twitch. It's essentially it. No, honestly, what?
Yeah.
Good luck, Chris. No, honestly, it's been incredible. I don't think I've ever been this invested in a story or a character before in a party. Like, it's been absolutely amazing, and just echoing what everybody else have already said, it's been absolutely incredible. You are a mastermind and an evil genius, and if I don't stop talking, I'm gonna say stuff that's gonna get us banned. So I'll end with what?
Well, final thoughts from me are that this has been an amazing little stint of D&D. It's been the most enjoyable time I've ever spent in a DM chair. I wouldn't want to play this game with anyone else. I mean, I will, because I love D&D, but you guys are my players. You test me weekly. It's just an incredible experience for me to be able to sit here. But we will draw this part of the journey to a close for now. We will pick this back up sometime later this year, because I have things I need to do, and I have other priorities, which is my daughter. I can't go and get her right now because she's sleepy. But thank you, everybody at the table. Thank you guys at home for watching so diligently. It's been a genuine pleasure. We are going to raid Captain Robert this evening, so please stick around for the raid. But for the final time, before I tap out, as Dungeon Master. Just remember that just because we're saying goodbye, we're not saying farewell. We'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hi.
Yeah.
Perfect time for my camera to die.